morning, Mr. Meshack. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Chairman.
Are you ready?
Yes, I am, Chairman.
Thank you. Let's proceed.
Thank you. Good morning again, Mr. Dhlamini. Good morning, ma'am. Mr. Dhlamini,
The oath that you took yesterday, Mr. Dhlamini, continues to apply until you have finished your evidence.
Mike.
I confirm, Your Worship.
Thank you. We were actually on page 7 of your statement, and we had dealt with most of what is in paragraph 25. But one aspect you hadn't dealt with was the very last sentence that deals with the sale of milk produced at the dairy farm. Could you just speak to the issue very briefly? Thank you.
Bese paragraph number 25 legcineni uyabona la ikhuluma khona ngokuthengisa kobisi lapha yana edairy eplazini.
Yebo.
Ungasichazela ke ngalokho?
Yebo, ubisi laliphuma edereni ngangilibona lidayiswa lokishini estradeni sakami. And then ngangine shop la ku Prince Law Street kukhona India elinye lapho lalideliver khona lilidayisa lapho ubisi leli.
Correct. Indeed, I would see the milk that is produced from the dairy farm. It will be sold in the township, same street where I reside. And there was also, I had a shop at Prince Law Street in Freddie. There was an Indian guy, an Indian shop there. I would see them delivering milk there. It will be sold from there. Ibithengiswa from kule store Samandi.
Yebo. And nokudla kwenkomo nawo akudayiswa kithi.
As well as the cattle feed was again Estorosen
Wa-
in the ndaweni yenu.
Tembalile.
It was sold or sold there at Mpaleni Township as well.
What is it about these activities that you want the chairman to note? What's your concern, or what are you happy about in relation to these activities?
Mayelana ke nalezi zinto lezo okhuluma ngazo la yini ke noma iziphi izinto ofuna ukuzindlulisela uchairman ukuthi azizwe ongajabulanga noma ojabulile ngazo ofuna ezwe ngazo?
Yebo, ukudla kwakudayisela thina. Ngikhumbula last time mangibuza omunye umuntu ukuthi kuye ungadayisa ukudla
Ukhuluma ngokudla kwenkomo.
kwenkomo udayisele thina ukudla kwethu na. Wabuthi uqinile ukuza kithi. Yebo, ubisi lwalidayisa estradeni sethu nala kulamandiya. Kodwa kongangaza khona ukuthi idiri ayinamali masibuza thina ukuthi kanti thina ama beneficiaries sithola nini imali makuphela umnyaka lokho ndithi idiri ayinamali.
Regarding the activities of selling the cow feed or fodder and the milk, when they came to sell this, the food, the cow feed as well as the milk to us, we questioned that as to how can you sell basically our products to us? I mean, we are part of the dairy project ourselves, and yet you are selling these things to us. Number two, we also heard that there is no money in the dairy product, and we were wondering why aren't we receiving any proceeds out of it or any money out of the project, because we're part of the project as well.
So the long and short of it is you were not sure that these were legitimate activities. I'm looking at the very last sentence of paragraph 26.
Mangibheka ke lapha egcineni ku number 26 beningazwisisi noma benisola ukuthi lokhu bekwenzeka lokudayisa lokhu bekwenzeka bekungekho emthethweni.
Yebo, bona kwakutshontshwa ngokuthi vele babevela bakudayisa ebusuku.
Correct. It was not legitimate activities because they were selling it at night.
And this was while the farm was under the management of the FDC.
Labalimi laba yilaba abebasebenza ngaphansi kwe FDC.
Yebo, laba baqhashiwe.
Correct, those who were hired.
Yes. Let's come to the concluding paragraphs,
Asiye
Mr.
manje
Dhlamini.
egcineni ke la sivala khona baba Dhlamini uyayibona.
And 28 deals with your interaction with the public protector. Please tell the chairman about that.
Asikhulume lapha yana ngo paragraph 28 la wena ke ukhuluma khona nomvikeli womphakathi. Chazela uchairman mayelana nalokho.
Noma sengakhumbuli idate wangifonela wacela ukuthi ngibize bonke ama beneficiary.
Though I do not remember the date precisely as to what date it was, but she phoned me and requested me to invite the other beneficiaries.
Who phoned you?
Ubani okufonele?
Umunye osebenza ne-protector lapho wangitshela ukuthi use-ofisini labusisiwe Mkhosini.
I got a call from one of the employees in the public protector's office. She said she was working in the public protector's office. She's the one who phoned me.
Was it the Pretoria office or the provincial office in Bloemfontein?
Ingabe bekafona ese-ofisini lase-Pretoria noma laphayana provincial office eBloemfontein?
Pretoria.
From Pretoria.
Yes, continue.
Qhubeka ke.
And this would roughly have been when?
Uma ucabangela bekukunini isikhathi mayenzeka usuku noma ngabe bekukunini nje mayenzeka lento yokuthi
Kwakumanje makazothatha imininingwane yethu.
It was just recently when she took down our details.
Had there been no contact before 2018, 2019? I'm trying to interpret your manje. I'm assuming you mean 2018,
Uma ngabe
2019.
ukhuluma ngomanje ukhuluma ngonyaka muphi u2018 2019?
I think that question is quite important because I noted yesterday that when he was talking about 2015, he said manje, now. So,
Sichazele ke baba ngoba yana izolo uthe noma ukhuluma ngokuthi kube kukumanje kanti ukhuluma ngonyaka waka 2015. So ngifuna ukwazi ke lo umanje mawuthi baye banithinta ihhovisi la kamvikeli omphakathi bekukunini ucabangela ukuthi mhlambe bekunyaka ka 2018 noma ku 2019?
Yeah, ngo-2018 wangifonela kwaku November
2018 she called me, it was in November.
wangitshela ukuthi bayeza
She informed me that they were coming,
wathi ngibiza abantu
that I must call the other people.
abafonela ngomva kwaloko wafuna wathi ngipostpone kunebangalinye.
I then phoned the other people informing them about the visit of the public protector, and then later she called me and she requested me to postpone the meeting.
The public
Ngoba kunani-
protector
sorry,
called you.
there's a last part that she said, I did not get it. Uthe, ngoba kunani sizathu?
Unomsebenzi omningi kukhona la makaya khona.
Okay, she said she requested me to postpone the meeting because she had a lot of work to do. She was supposed to visit somewhere else.
And this is the public protector who was communicating this to you.
Lo obukhuluma naye uye ngokwakhe umvikeli womphakathi.
Yebo kuqala ngo-18 ngoNovember.
2018 November. That is correct. The call that I received in 2018 November, it was the public protector herself.
Continue.
Qhubeka.
Wesibili mangifonela uyilona ke osebenza naye lapho angitshela ukuthi beza nini ngibize bonke abantu saqabana naye ngokuthi last time ngangifone ngefoni yami ngambuza ukuthi angisebenzi kaGovernment ngeke ngisebenzise ifoni yami.
Ngalo lolo suku busebenzisa ucingo lwakho.
Yebo kuqala ngasebenzisa icingo lami ne. Wesibili mabafona bathi ngibize bonke ama-beneficiary sabe sesiyaqabana nabo ngithi ngeke ngisebenzise ifoni yami.
Okay, the second time I then received a call from a person who's working from the office of the public protector informing me that I should invite the other people or the parties who are affected in this, and she gave me the data as well. But we had a misunderstanding on the phone because I had a problem of using my phone contacting them. So I raised this issue of not being happy using my phone to contact them.
Continue.
Qhubeka.
Savumelana ukuthi no bazongikhokhela ngithenga i-airtime izothi mabafika bangikhokhele i-airtime yami.
We then had an agreement that they will pay back my airtime. On their coming, they will replace my airtime by buying it.
Makufanele banginikeze ilanga ngizosabafonela omunye nomunye abantu bathe abantu bayala ukukhulumisana nabo ngibafonele ngibatshela ukuthi bayeza iprotector bakhulume nabo ngokuthi
Ngizokhuluma nabo. Benze njani bafonele abanye abantu?
Yebo azange basathi ngibafonela abantu base bebafonela bona.
Okay.
Kwakuthi abantu balokukhuluma nabo bathi esazoba Dhlamini. So kwakuthi bafonela mina ukuthi ngitshela abantu ukuthi bubani bona bakhulume nabo.
Okay. So what happened is, coming to the issue of the date now, they wanted to relate it, or to tell the people the date. So they phoned people individually. So these people that they were calling did not want to listen to them. They said, we don't know you. Who are you? We know Mr. Dhlamini. So they had to call me back to explain to them as to who are they and why they were calling them.
Yes, did that meeting take place?
Nangempela ke lo mhlangano wenzeka.
Yebo lo mhlangano wenzeka Mhlabazima Hall.
That is
When would-
correct. The meeting did take place at Mhlabanzima Hall.
Do you recall when this year that meeting took place?
When?
When?
Uyakhumbula ukuthi beyinini lo mhlangano?
Noma sengakhumbula kulonyaka
Though I don't remember, but it was this year.
ukuthi wayethembise in 3 months ukuthi uzosinikeza feedback ukuthi kuyenza kanjani.
Public protector.
Yeah.
She promised us that she'll be back to us in 3 months' time to give us a report back.
Mr. Bashe, do you want to do like yesterday, give that spelling for Mhlabunzima Hall for the benefit of the transcribers?
Ooh, Chairman, let me write it down.
Well, I can give it.
Please do it, Chairman.
M
Mhlaba
for
Unzima.
Mary, HLABUNZIMA, Mhlabunzima.
Umhlabunzima Hall.
Maybe Mr. Dhlamini can confirm if that's correct, because he would
Injalo
know.
idlalwa njalo ngithi MHLABUNZIMA Mhlabunzima Hall.
Yes.
Correct, Your Worship.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Chairman. So back to paragraph 28 and what you're relating to the Chairman. I see you mentioned here a May 2019 meeting, but I don't want to confuse issues.
Okay.
Can you just assist the Chairman and confirm whether that is the date at which you had this meeting or whether that's a different date?
Manje ke mangibheka lapha ku paragraph 28 wakho ukhuluma ngomhlangano oye wabakhona ngomhla ka May 2019. Angifuni ke bese siyamdida uchairman. Ngichazisele ingabe yilo ngempela usuku lo
Yebo.
eninabamba ngalo lo mhlangano.
Yebo yilo.
That is correct. It is the date.
And who was present at that meeting?
Kulo mhlangano lo ubani obekhona?
Kwakukhona yena qobo lakhe ubusisiwe Ncongwane
Bosisiwe Mkhwebane herself was there,
nabanye asebenza nabo
and the others who are working with her.
baba baningi.
There are many.
And from the community?
Kumphakathi,
Umphakathi yebo bonke ama beneficiary wayekhona kodwa kwakungekho base ememele babengekho.
all of the beneficiaries were present except the ones from Memel. They were not there.
So the beneficiaries from Warden attended as
Ebasewarden
well?
bebekhona
Base
nabo.
warden babekhona.
Correct. Warden beneficiaries were present.
Continue. I'm looking at your statement. Continue.
Qhubeka ke ngisibhekile istatement sakho.
Kwaqala mina ukuthi bakhulume nami ukuthi kwenzakalani bangibuze.
I was the first one to be asked questions. That was the first person that they spoke to asking me questions.
Was this in the open meeting now?
Lokhu kwenzeka emhlanganweni la khona bona bonke abantu.
Yebo
That-
kwakungaphakathi eholweni.
That is correct. It was inside the hall.
Continue.
Qhubeka.
Abanye ke babengakhona ukuthi bakhulume phakathi kunabantu babeya esayidini lapha babekhuluma esayidini nabo.
Others did not speak to them in an open hall. It was done within the hall but privately.
And then saqhubeka lapho egcineni ngathi masengimboka ngamtshela ngathi sisiwami bese singakuthembi. Ngokuthi lokuqala leya report wawuphisana ngayo wawuphenya kanjani ungezanga kithi.
Or in conclusion of the meeting, I thanked her and I also informed her of the fact that we were not trusting anymore that she will come back to us, especially looking at the first report that she gave out. We don't know how did she get to that because she did not consult us regarding the first report.
Are you talking about the final report that was published in February of 2019?
Ukhuluma ke nge-report le eyakhishwa ngoFebruary
I beg your
20
pardon. It's 2018.
2018. Yes.
Let's just go back to the question, to your answer to the question before this one. I understood your answer to be that when you thanked her at the meeting, you told her that you had come to a point where you did not trust her. Is that what you said, or were you saying you did not trust that she would come back to you?
Okay, ngicela ukuzwisisa kahle uthe egcineni ke uye wambonga masombonga ukuthi uzile ke lapha yana emhlanganeni wawuse umtshela ukuthi besine ngasamthembi yena noma beningasathembi ukuthi uzobuya kubo.
Yena ngangithi yena ngisamthembi.
Oh, I was saying I did not trust her anymore, her as a person.
Okay, let's clarify that further. Did you mean that as you were speaking at that meeting, you did not trust her anymore? Or did you mean that before that meeting, you did not trust her?
Manje ke ngicacisele kahle ubuthi awumthembi ngesikhathi ekhuluma nani lapha emhlanganweni noma ngaphambi kokuthi kube nomhlangano ubusungasamthembi.
Namanje ngisamthembi.
Even now I do not trust her.
But when you spoke to her and thanked her, what were you conveying to her? Were you conveying that you did not trust her as you were speaking, or were you conveying that prior to that meeting you didn't trust her, or was it both?
Manje ke ngicela ungichazisele kahle uma umbonga lapha yana emeetingini ubuzama ukumtshela ukuthi ubungasamthembi ngaphambi kwemeeting noma ubungamthembi khona lapha yana emeetingini ngesikhathi nikhuluma.
Khona lapha emeeting.
Noma kokubili.
Khona lapha emeetingini noma ukuza kwakhe sekezile kithi. Bese singamthembi sisonke ama beneficiaries.
So nama eza lokeza kini beningasamthembi. It's both, Your Worship. In that meeting itself we were not trusting her even when she was saying she was coming to attend the meeting with us, Your Worship. We did not trust her as members of the association.
And did you say that is still the position now?
Uthi ke namanje animthembi.
Yebo.
Correct.
Okay, do you want to elaborate on why you did not trust her or why you do not trust her?
Manje ke uyafuna ukusichazela kabanzi ukuthi yini indaba ningamthembi namanje ningamthembi.
Reportini yakhe yokuqala le wayikhipha wayithathe kuphi wayephenya laba bantu kanjani wayizwe thina sithini?
The first report which was published or issued, how did she get the facts? How did she arrive at the facts which were contained in the report? Who did she speak to or investigate? How did she conduct her investigation without consultation?
Yes. Did she not speak to the beneficiaries?
Akazange yini akhulume nama beneficiaries?
Cha ke wayiqala ukuza kulonyaka.
No, it was for the first time of her to come this year.
Had nobody from the public protector's office spoken to the beneficiaries before the first report was issued?
Akekho umuntu ophuma kuhhovisi lakhe umvukeli womphakathi ngaphambi kokuthi kuphume le report yokuqala owakhuluma nani?
Cha ke noma siye ePitori lapha kuye siye nobaba Mayimane yimi ngangikhuluma naye ngibamba imithini.
Ukhuluma nomani?
Nayo ubusiwe Ncongwane office lakhe sasingene soyithu nize ngimcela ukuthi sihamba nabantu ahambe ayichazela abantu ukuthi kunga uzoza nini Friday uzoyithula nini report.
No, Your Worship. What happened is we even went to her office together with Mr. Mayimane. I personally spoke to her in the office with her, and I even requested, because we came with other people, I requested her to go and explain to the people and tell them as to when is she going to visit us in Friday.
Okay, let's just make sure we are talking about the same period. Are we talking about the period before she released the first report on the reform?
Ungicacisele kahle lento oyikhulumayo sikhuluma ngesikhathi ngaphambi kokuthi iphume ireport yokuqala.
Ya ngaphambi kokuthi akhiphe ireport yokuqala saya kuye ePitori sasiye noMayimane.
Correct, Your Worship. Before the first report was released, we did visit her office together with Mr. Maimane in Pretoria.
And did you say you also went there with other beneficiaries?
Uthi maniya laphayana beniye nalaba abanye ama-beneficiaries.
Yebo sasu-15 ekhumbini.
That is correct. We were 15 in the Kumbi that we're traveling in.
At that time, was her investigation still going on or had it been completed as far as you know?
Ngokwazi kwakho ngaleso sikhathi leso ingabe uphenyo lwakhe beseluphelile eliqedile noma belisaqhubeka bekwenzakala.
Ngokusho kwakhe kwathi yena uphenyile Mr. Maimane kube uye uvula case and then yena uzayisupporta lento after lapho.
According to her, she said she has investigated the matter. Mr. Maimane must proceed and open up a case, and she will assist with whatever is needed from her.
Yes, okay. I'm trying to understand the basis for you to say, as the beneficiaries, you did not trust her and you still do not trust her. Just tell me any other thing that forms the basis for you saying you don't trust her or you didn't trust her.
Ngifuna ukuzwisisa kahle isizathu senu noma ukuthi suke laphi lento leyo ukuthi beningamthembi makazuza na noma sekezile beningamthembi namanje usho njalo futhi ukuthi alimthembi. Ngifuna ukuzwisisa kahle ukuthi iyini isisusa sayo esinye futhi ongasichaza.
Uke wavakasha eTherini wayeyile eTherini yaseFriede says ukuthi ukhona abantu abasebenza khona kodwa azange ndlule kithi.
We heard that she came and visited the Friede Dairy Project. We heard that from the employees of the project, but she never came to us. She went there, but never came to see us.
Wakusimangaza ukuthi kwenziwa yini umanje masikhalaza angezi kithi azothatha ikhalo zethu as ukuthi sithini yakulabantu usebenza kanjani yena.
We were perturbed as to why didn't she come to us? Why did she visit the project itself without coming to us and speak to us? So that really surprised us all.
You must just tell me if my understanding is wrong. From what you say, I understand you to be saying the reason why you didn't trust her was that you felt excluded from her investigation.
Mangabe ngikuzwisisa kahle ke uzama ukusichazela ukuthi into eyenza ukuthi ningamthembi kuze kube manje ukuthi akazange anifake kulophenyo mayelenza uye wanikhiphela eceleni yena uqhubeka nophenyo.
Yebo.
That is correct.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Chairman. Mr. Dhlamini, would it be correct to say that the expectation of the public protector was that Mr. Maimane was going to collect statements from you and submit them to her office? I've read that in court papers that she has submitted.
Ngicela ukuzwisisa kahle ke baba uDlamini ukuthi umvikeli womphakathi upublic protector yena ubelindele ukuthi umyabo Maimane kube wuye ocollect ama statements from kini abese uwaletha eofisini lakhe.
Do you know anything about that?
Lokho ngikufundile ke khona la kulezi zinto esinazo la khona okwaziyo wena mayelana nalokho.
Ngicabanga ukuthi sezwa simangala ngokuthi yena mangifike eofisini lakhe wasitshela ukuthi was ama beneficial out 35.
We were surprised, perturbed again, because when we were in her office, she said she was only aware of 35 beneficiaries.
But lawa amanye akawazi ama beneficial uqala nokuzwa.
She said she had no knowledge of the other beneficiaries. It was for the first time of her to learn about the other beneficiaries.
Yes, but my question was, do you know anything about her expectation that Mr. Maimane was going to collect statements from you and forward them to her office?
Ngiyakuzwisisa lokho baba kodwa ke nawo umbuzo uthi wena uyazi yini ukuthi upublic protector yena uthi ubelindele ukuthi ubaba Maimane uye ozothatha ama statement wenu awa collect wonke ebese ewathatha ewaletha eofisini lakhe. No, I don't know.
Did Mr. Maimane at any point say to you that he would collect your statements and forward them to the Public Protector's Office?
Kodwa ke uba Maimane yena ngokwakhe ingabe ushilo kini ukuthi uzothatha ama statement wenu awaqoqe wonke abese uyawathatha awamikise ehhovisi lomvikeli womphakathi?
Cha akazange kusho.
No, he did not utter those words.
Did anybody else offer to collect statements from you and forward them to the Public Protector's Office?
Ingabe ke ukhona nje omunye umuntu oye waziqopha ukuthi yena uzothatha ke ama statement yini awaqoqe wonke awahambise eofisini lakhe umama umvikeli womphakathi?
Cha ngikhumbula ngokuthi mangikhuluma naye efonini ngimbuza ukuthi yena uzothatha istatement statement sani ngokuthi ama hawks weza wazothatha istatement lapha yini akaye ukuthatha istatement lapha wathi kanti beza ngithi kanti nikhuluma
Angayothatha statement lapha kuphi kuma
Hawks
Hawks? No, I don't remember that, because I remember I had a conversation with her on the phone, and she said she was coming to collect the statement, and I said, but why? Because the Hawks came and collected the statement. Why don't you go to the Hawks and get the statements from them?
So, first things first. At the end of the meeting in May, you had communicated your grievances to the Public Protector. Is that correct?
Makuphela umhlangano lo wangoMay, niye namtshela ikhalo zenu umvikeli womphakathi. Ngabe kunjalo?
yebo samtshela.
That is correct, we did.
Certain
I'm
individuals.
sorry. I guess what you mean is before the end of the meeting, you had told the Public Protector the grievances. Not
Ngaphambi kokuthi
after the
kuphele
end of the meeting.
correct. Ngaphambi kokuthi kuphele umhlangano, niye namtshela umvikeli womphakathi ikhalo zenu.
Ngikhumbula kahle wayethatha angithi wayezoza ukuthi sikhala ngani abhala phansi. After lapho ilanga ngimtshela
Wabhala yena phansi.
babebhala phansi ukuthi kwakhona nabama TV
When she came to Magazine,
imagazine.
when she came to visit us, she was asking us questions and they were writing down what we were telling them as to what happened. There was also a media present, so they were writing down what we were telling them.
So by the end of the meeting, you had told her your grievances.
Ekugcineni ke uthe sowuphelile ke umhlangano okusalayo besenimtshelile izinto enikhala ngazo. Ikhalo zenu. Correct.
Thank you.
Then, in addition to that, you say you had a subsequent discussion with her, and during that discussion, you referred her to the statements you gave to the Hawks.
Othi ke uye waba neyingxoxo naye ukulandela lo mhlangano uye waba neyingxoxo yakhe wase umtshela ke mayelana ke nestatement enizinikezele kuphiko lwama Hawks abaphenyi.
Yebo sasikhuluma efonini ngikathi angifonele kwesibili sesilwa naye.
That is correct. It was now at the time when I was speaking to her telephonically when there was this misunderstanding between ourselves and her. It was, yes, that time I told her about that.
Please explain the misunderstanding. I don't, just locate it for us. Was it before the May meeting or after the May meeting? The misunderstanding.
Lento okungazwisisani kahle ocingweni ekufonele yipi iyenzeke nini ngaphambi kwalomhlangano enibile nawo noma emva komhlangano?
Bokuqala ngoNovember wayethe uyeza ngo2018.
Firstly, she promised to visit us in November 2018.
Yes.
Angisebenzise airtime yami.
That time I phoned her using my airtime.
Wa postpone ngafonela abantu futhi ukuthi bangabaseza kasezi.
She postponed the meeting, then I had to call the other people and inform them that she was no longer coming.
Wesibili la sesixabana khona ukuthi naloka kokuqala wawuthe uyeza wa postpone ngasebenzisa imali yami ngaka uyibhadala ngayo.
The second time, that's when there was this misunderstanding between us that I used my airtime to phone the people and yet you postponed the meeting, you didn't come.
Indaba yakhe yangihlula ngayo ukuthi makafuna ukukhuluma nami kufanele ukuthi akhulume nami noma kanjani ile yangiphatha kabuhlungu.
Usho uchaza ukuthini ke?
Wathi makangifuna kufanele angithole noma kunini.
What did not sit well with me is that when she speaks to me, Your Worship, she spoke to me like anytime when I call you, I should find you on the phone if I want to speak to you. I did not appreciate the manner in which she was addressing me.
And that discomfort of yours came from a telephone discussion before the May 2019 meeting.
Lokho ke kungazwisisani kwenu kahle nokuthi wena ungaphatheki kahle ngendlela akhuluma ngawo efonini. Iyenzeke ngaphambi kwalomhlangano omkhulu oyenzeke ngoMay 2018. 19.
Yeah.
Yes.
But you buried the hatchet at the meeting of May 2019.
Nase
You resolved your issues.
Nayilungisa ke lenkinga emhlanganweni wenu enibe nawo ngoMay 2019. Lenkinga ebeyikhona nayizilungisa.
Yebo kunjalo salungisa ngokuthi weza saqoqa naye kodwa samtshela ukuthi asisamthembi.
Correct. Indeed, she came and we had a discussion with her to dissolve or resolve the issues. But we informed her that we do not trust her anymore.
Yes. If you would then move from that point and explain your interaction with the Hawks.
Asuke ke kulelo phuzu leli esikulo ke manje siye ngesikhathi ke senihlangana nixoxisana nabama-Hawks.
Yebo.
Yes.
Ama-Hawks weza Ephraim noma sengakhumbula idate wayehamba ne-NPA bavele bandlulela eDerini mababuye eDerini la ko eShoprite ku mini taxi.
Okay, the Hawks came and visited Frede. They were together with NPA. They went to the dairy farm project, and I was at Shoprite, taxi rank.
Yes. Abangitshelanga ukuthi baye eDerini mababuya bafunana nami sengifuna amaphoyisa aseFrede.
They did not inform me that they were coming to visit the dairy, that they were looking for me. Firstly, they did not inform me about their coming to the dairy and that they were looking for me. The next thing I heard that the Friede police officers were looking for me.
Ngaya kubo lapho bangitshela ukuthi bayivalile idiri and then bahamba ne-NPA zonke izinto babhalile lapho.
I went to them. They told me that they have shut down the dairy project and they are together with the NPA. Babhalile zonke izinto.
Yebo babhalile zonke izinto ama-asset alapha eDerini.
And they have compiled all the assets which are there. They have a list of the assets which are there. They've compiled the list.
Umvakaloko bahamba beza ePitori.
And from there they left, they went to Pretoria.
Bangifonela futhi ba-arrange i-date lana ngisenayo efonini yami kwakuye uProtectia wakhona lo angisazi ubani mara kubhali.
Arrange a date.
Yeah.
They then, once they were at Pretoria, I then received a call from the brigadier of the Hawks. They were informing me about the date. I still have it. The witness is making reference to an SMS regarding the date.
Kwakumgcibelo kuyisonto kwaba umgcibelo nesonto nge-25 ngoJanuwari ukuthi ngibize wonke ama-beneficiary bafuna ukuzodibana nawo.
For umgcibelo nesonto.
Yeah.
25.
Which year?
January.
Kwaku 2019
Okay. The meeting was to take place on Saturday and Sunday, 25 January 2019.
Yebo beza bonke abantu kwazobhalisa statement lapho.
And indeed, people attended the meeting to give out the statement.
Abanye babengazanga uLindiwe Masiteng baze bayocela iwarrant ku ekhotho ukuze bayolanda amaphepha kuyo. Amaphepha lawo meeting ukuthi babebamba ama meeting and then bangahlali nathi.
Okay, Lindiwe Masiteng did not attend the meeting to a point that they applied for a warrant. Warrant yokuya kuye uLindiwe Masiteng.
Yebo.
Okay, they applied for a warrant to obtain the minutes of the meeting, documents of the meeting, because they will have meetings without us. So they needed those meetings or minutes of those meetings.
Opa Mahlaba yena wayengekho ngokuthi unethenda wayesebenza ngaphandle azange bamthole.
Opa Mahlaba did not attend the meeting as well because he's good businesses or tenders. He was working outside Frede, so they did not find him.
And then kwaba umgcibelo nesonto kwakhona abantu basememeni nasewodeni.
It was a Saturday and a Sunday, and people who were present there, it was people coming from Memel and Memel Nagupi?
Warden.
Warden. Memel and Warden,
nalabala eFriedi.
as well as people from Friede.
After lapho since bahamba asazi ukuthi kwenzakalani.
And after that, they left. We don't know what happened thereafter.
Can we just interrogate that? Is there anything else you want to add to that
Kukhona
meeting?
okunye ufuna
I want to
ukugcwalisela
ask you a
kulo
couple of
ngoba-
questions.
Kukhona umbuzo engifuna ukubuza wona.
Kukhona lana ngangifonela yena uproduct year lo ePitori kwakuyi 25 enyangeni ngoJanuary njalo sithuselwa.
Entusel.
Sithuselwa lapha eFriedi kuthiwa kufanele sibulalwe sitshelwe emahlweni.
25 January 2019.
Yes.
Okay. On the 25th of January 2019, I called the Hawks Brigadier because we were being threatened by death in Friede. So because of the threats, I then called Brigadier. Date 25 January 2019.
Kune video engayithola komunye wayesebenza nathi yayikhuluma ngami ngokubulalwa kwami nginayo la engayithola komunye engisebenza naye ngafonela ubaba uNtombela ngangembhalela imessage ikhona nemessage nayo ikhona la kwakuyi 11 enyangeni ye6
Ufonela Mr. Ntombela.
yebo wama Hawks
So omunye osebenza nabo omunye wamafama.
omunye wama taxi.
Oh, so usema taxi food.
Yes.
I'm also in a taxi industry. So one of my colleagues forwarded me a video, Your Worship, which also it's more like threatening my life. It was talking about me, like threats to my life, and I even phoned Mr. Ntombela on the 11th
enyangeni ye6
11 June, telling him about this video, which was the content was threatening my life.
Mr. Dhlamini, I want you to continue with this evidence, but it's slightly different to the meeting with the Hawks. Please allow me just to ask you one or two questions about the meeting with the Hawks. Don't forget what you were about to tell the chairman, and then we'll come back to where you are right now, if that's fine.
Okay, ngicela sigxile kuloku la sisesekhona manje. Ngiyabona ukuthi ufuna ukutshela uchairman ngaleyo indaba ye video ibambe kancane. Asihlale ngalomhlangano enibe nawo nama Hawks sizophinde sindlulele kuloku kunye. Asihlale nje kule ndaba esihleli kuyo. Uma ngabe khona kumele sindlulele kuyo sizoya kuyo. Asihlale la sibe sikhona manje uphendule mayelana naloku esikhuluma ngako manje. Komhlangano wenu nama Hawks.
The meeting with the Hawks, you say, was very well attended.
Umhlangano wenu nama Hawks abantu bebezile kahle futhi.
yebo.
Yes.
Did you have officers who were physically writing down statements from each individual member who was there, who wanted to give a statement?
Okwenzekile yini lapha ukuthi ingabe bekhona abasebenzi abasebenzela ama Hawks abathatha ama statement kumuntu ngamunye ofuna ukunikezela nge statement.
Yebo babese police station yaseFriedi kwakhona abantu bama Hawks ababe lapho amaphoyisa aseFriedi azange athatha statement kwakuyibo bodwa ababethatha ama statement.
That is correct. There were officials from the Hawks who were taking down the statements. They were at the Friede police station. The police officers who were stationed at Friede police station did not want to take down statements. They were the ones who were taking, the Hawks who were taking down the statements, the officials.
You say the Friede police did not want to take down statements.
Uthi laba abasebenza amaphoyisa asebenzele Friede police station bewangafuni ukuthatha
Khake kusengathi babe bacelile ukuthi bafuna ukusebenza ngokuthi laba baseFriedi babesebenza ubunye nje azange beze kulento le.
Oh, they did not. Oh, it seems like they had a discussion between themselves that they wanted to use the police station for that activity specifically, because those who are working at the Friede police station, they were busy with other duties apart from this. So it looks like there was a discussion.
Are you aware of the number of statements the Hawks were able to get from the beneficiaries?
Ingabe uyazi ukuthi bakwazi ukuthatha ama statement amangaki kulaba ama beneficiaries laba bama Hawks?
Yebo babenginikeze ilist yama beneficial ngangibabiza ngama beneficial mabangena ngabo ngale. ngisho bonke bawathatha ama statement wabo
Yibo bebekunikeza i-list.
babenginikeza ilist mina.
They gave me the list of the beneficiaries who were present there when statements were being taken down. So I do believe, I trust that they did get all their statements.
Roughly how many names are on the list, if you can recall?
Uma ngabe uyakhumbula amangaki amagama avela kulola luhla?
Kwakuyi 82 yabantu
82 ama-beneficiaries. And
ama-beneficiary.
82 beneficiaries.
So that means there would approximately have been 82 statements that were made and then taken by the Hawks.
Manje ke kungenzeka ke ukuthi kuke kwathathwa ke ama-statement awu-82 ayenziwa yilabantu bama-Hawks athathiwe.
Yebo kukhona abathathu basebeshonile mangikhumbula kahle ngokuthi kwakuze abantwana babo ngalelo langa
Ama-beneficiaries.
ama-beneficiary kukhona babesebeshonile kuze abantwana babo.
Ngesikhathi kuthathwa ama-statement.
Yes.
Okay, that is correct, and may I place it on record, Chairman, that 3 of the beneficiaries have already passed on by the time statements were being taken down. So they were represented by their children who were present when statements were taken down.
Then can you explain to the chairman who Lindiwe Masiteng is?
Ungasichazela uChairman, ubani uLindiwe Masiteng?
uLindiwe Masiteng omunye sasemkhethile ekomitini no Junior Mahlaba.
Lindiwe Masiteng was one of the people we nominated to be in the committee together with June Mahlaba
No titles.
and Titus.
If you are moving away from the meeting, I would
No,
like to
Chairman.
ask something. You are not moving
Not
away
yet,
yet.
not
Okay.
yet, Chairman. So the members of the committee were Lindiwe Masiteng, June Mahlaba, and Ubabu Mkhosini.
Ama-member we-committee uLindiwe Masiteng, June Mahlaba nalo uNcongwane.
Correct.
Correct.
Your evidence is that Lindiwe Masiteng was the recording secretary.
uLindiwe Masiteng ngobufakazi bakho uye obeka unobhala.
Kwakwisandla sa June Mahlaba.
She was the deputy of June Mahlaba.
And you then make reference to the Hawks asking for the minutes of any meetings they may have held.
Uye wakhuluma ke ngama-Hawks ukuthi aye wafuna ke ama-minute amaphepha wemihlangano lebebeba nayo.
Babengibuza ngoLindiwe ngamtshela ukuthi ngimfonele uLindiwe ngimbonile undlulile kubo. Sathatha imoto nabo saya ngakakhabo Lindiwe ngabakhombisa khabo Lindiwe kuphi.
They were asking me about the whereabouts of Lindiwe. I told them that I saw her, she walked past there, and then
Sathatha imoto
uthi nimfonele?
ngamfonela mina.
I phoned her, akaphendula utheni?
Wathi ubhizi uyageza yena ugezi washini.
Okay, they were asking me about the whereabouts of Lindiwe, and then I saw her walking past there, and then I phoned her and she said she was busy doing laundry. Then we took a car and we drove to her place of residence or at her house,
Ngikhombisa ama-Hawks lapho makahlala khona.
then pointed out where she stays.
Babe sabayofuna iwarrant ke ukuthi bayophinyulula kubo bathole lezinto.
They then went and applied for a warrant of search so that they can obtain these minutes.
Ngabona sabafika naye khona la police station athukile uLindiwe.
Then the next thing I saw her, she came together with the Hawks, and she was scared.
Ngakhona ukukhuluma naye. Waze wangitshela ukuthi babuDlamini siyaboshwa. Ngithi kanti nizini.
I managed to speak to her, and she said, Mr. Dhlamini, we are being arrested, and I asked her, what have you done?
What was her response?
Why sephendula yena ethini?
Yena wekwasho kwakhe wathi wangamtshela uOba ukuthi kufanele sibuyele kini siyonitshela singezizi inqumo zethu.
She said she did advise Oba that they should come back to us and give us report backs, and not the report backs, instead of taking decisions on our behalf.
uOba zangalalela.
And Oba did not want to heed to her advice or listen.
Now, Opa Mahlaba is June Mahlaba, who was the chairman of the committee you had selected.
Oba Mahlaba, Hulo June Mahlaba, obeka chairman.
Yes,
But
correct.
that is correct.
last two questions on this aspect. Did the Hawks tell you why they wanted your statements?
Manje umbuzo wembili wokugcina kule indaba esikhuluma ngayo. Ingabe ama-Hawks angichazela ukuthi ama-statement wenu bawathathelani?
Yebo basho ukuthi bathathela indaba yaseFriede. I-dairy Friede.
Yes, they did indicate that they are taking down our statements regarding the dairy, the Friede Dairy project.
And did they tell you why they wanted any records that Lindiwe Masiteng, the deputy chairman, might have?
Baye banichazela isizathu noma kuchazelwe isizathu sokuthi indaba bafuna ama-minutes lawa uLindiwe Masiteng ebeke waphethe.
Yebo ngokuthi lapha ebhukwini kwakubhaliwe ukuthi lawa nababa esibakhethile. So babefuna bona.
Ebhukwini.
Kuyo ilist le babenginikeze yona babene list yenye ukuthi uchairperson secretary yakhe ubani unobhala ubani.
Because in the document that has the list of the members, it was clear that who was the chairperson, the committee, that is, who's the committee, who's the deputy, who's the chairman of the committee. So yes.
I think a last relevant fact to what we're talking about is the following. Mr. June Mahlaba, the chairman, will come to the commission and tell the commission that the committee didn't meet, they had no feedback to give to the membership. I just want to place that on record.
Ngifuna ukukutshela lokho ukuthi uJune Mahlaba uma ngabe eza la azonithula ubufakazi uzotshela ke i-commission ukuthi ikomiti leli alizange lihlale ngakho ke bekungekho emele babuye bazonibikela kona ngoba alizange lihlale le komiti.
Lapho kuzaba mangalihlaza.
That would be a lie, a blue lie.
Chairman, I think in respect of the Hawks, I've exhausted the questions I would like to ask.
Yes, okay, no, thank you. Did the Hawks take a statement from you?
Ama-Hawks asithathile istatement kuwe?
Yebo.
Yes.
And did you sign the statement?
Uye wasayina istatement lesi?
Yebo bayangifundela sona nga-sign.
It was read back to me and then I attached my signature.
Was that during the meeting or was it later after the meeting?
Lokho kwenzeke ngesikhathi kunomhlangano noma ke sekuphelile umhlangano.
Kwakuyi mina wami iloko statement sami esibhaliswe in Saturday. Ukuthi yathi mangiloku ngiphethe ilist yera le list le ngasoda abantu kusuka lapho ngayongena ngale. Wakhona abakhuluma isiZulu, isiSuthu, English, Afrikaans. Babesifaka kanjalo.
Okay, my statement was taken down on a Saturday because on Sunday I was busy with the list because what happened is we were grouped as per language, Zulu, Sotho, Afrikaans. So I was assisting in those in that activity specifically. My statement was taken down on a Saturday.
Is that the Saturday when you were meeting the Hawks on Saturday and Sunday? The
Manje, the Saturday
you are talking
othi
about?
wena statement sakho sithathwe ngaso. Ile Saturday level beninomhlangano nawo ama-Hawks ngo Saturday nange Sunday.
Ama-Hawks wayenganamhlangano wayezothatha ama-statement wethu Saturday and Sunday kwakungwasumhlangano.
It was not a meeting. It was about taking down of our statements, Saturday and Sunday.
Okay, all right. Now, are there statements by other members, other beneficiaries that you actually did see which had been signed that were taken by the Hawks?
Ingabe akhona yini amanye ama-statement awamanye ama-beneficiaries kule qembu lenu ayathathiwe ama-Hawks wawabona ngamehlo wakho basayine nokusayina?
Yebo ngenkathi ngingena kwakukhona sabangenile ngawabona etafuleni.
Mawungena lapho nawo.
Kusho ukuthi mangena lapho kwakukhona lama babeka khona mabaqeda na.
Correct. When I entered the room where they were working from, I saw the others because already there were other beneficiaries who were inside there. So I saw their statements, they were on the table. I saw them on the table.
Okay, you were not given copies when the Hawks left of any of the statements?
Awuzange unikezwe ama-copy walama statements athathiwe mase wahamba ama-Hawks manje. Awazange akushare nama-copy walama statements no.
So there would have been many statements by beneficiaries by the end of that meeting on Sunday. I know you say there was no meeting, but by the end of that session on Saturday and Sunday, there would have been many statements by beneficiaries that had been taken. Is that right?
Mase kuphela ke lokhu bebekwenza ukutha ngoba ufuna ukubiza umhlangano ngithi wena ukuthi bebezela ama statement. So malishona ilanga noma ngabe liyashona noma ngabe agcineni mara ekugcineni kwaloko bebekwenza Sunday. Bese kunama statements amaningi abawathathile laba bakoma hall.
Yebo ngokuthi labantu babenza queue nala incwadini yami kade sabaphelile ukuthi babefaka yini.
Correct, because there was a queue of the beneficiaries who were lining up for their statements to be taken down. And comparing the queue as well as my list of the beneficiaries, they were all attended to.
And before the Hawks left on that occasion, did they indicate to you what they were going to do with the statements or what their plan was, or when they would report back to you, or when they would tell you anything about what they were going to do with the statements?
Ngesikhathi ke bathatha lama statements noma egcineni ke mase baqedile ukuthatha ama statements ngaphambi kokuthi bahambe baye banichazela yini ukuthi le statement lezi abazithathile bahlela ukwenzani ngazo noma bazoyenzani ngazo ekugcineni ingabe bazobuya futhi kini bazonichazela ukuthi banikeze report back ngokuthathwa kwalama statements wena?
Cha ke.
No.
Since then, have there been any communication between the beneficiaries and the Hawks, as far as you know?
Manje ke ngokolwazi lakho ukusukela nje ekugcineni makuphela yonke lento kuke kwaba khona ukuxhumana phakathi kwenu nalabo abanye futhi ama beneficiaries nama Hawks.
Cha ke phandle kwami ngangibakhombisa lami engithusela khona ukuthi kufanele ngibulalo kanjani yonke lento.
Except when I call them regarding the threats, no, there has never been any communication.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Chairman. Chairman, maybe I should just place on record that we have been communicating with the Hawks. I know yesterday you had asked the department to give us documentation.
Yes.
We have been talking to the Hawks. We will continue to talk to them, Chairman. We have not been very successful, but we will continue.
Yes.
To speak with them
about
records that they have.
If there are difficulties, I must be informed. If there are difficulties in getting anything from them, let me know.
I will do so at the end of these proceedings, Chairman.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Dhlamini, let's go back to the threats because that's important information as well.
Asibuyele ke ekusatshisweni kwempilo yakho kubalekile ke. Yes.
You started saying on that very day, on the 25th, you got threats. Please just set that out succinctly as a separate area of interest for the Chairman.
Ngicela usichazele ke uthi ngalo lolo suku lolo ngomhla ka25 uye wasatshiswa. Ngicela usichazele kahle ke ukuthi uChairman azuzwisisa kahle.
Kwakunabantu babesitshela emehlweni noma ngeke ngidalula amagama abo babaningi bathi laba bafuna ukubulalwa nje lento abayifuna ngeke bayithole.
There were people who would directly say to us, we must be killed. Whatever they are looking for, they won't get it. Though I'm not going to mention names, but others will utter those words directly, threaten us directly on our faces that we have to be killed.
Are you able to disclose the names of those people to the Chairman?
Ingabe uyakwazi ke ukuwaveza lawo magama walabo bantu utshele uChairman ngabo?
Maybe before he does so, maybe he shouldn't do so unless you have heard the names and we give them notice.
Maybe you should just write the names down because I'm not familiar with those particular names, Chairman, and we can then put in a supplementary affidavit to deal with it.
Yes, maybe what we can say is he can tell us what was said without saying who said it, and then after he has given evidence, he can give the names to the legal team, and then we'll take it from there.
Ungasitshela nje kuphela ukuthi batheni Amagama ke uzowabhala egcineni masewuqedile ukufakaza uwanikeze ke laba akuyibona abasiphenyayo lana. Yibo ke abasazobona ukuthi kuchubeka kanjani. Okwamanje nje ungasitshela ukuthi bebethini ngaphandle kokuthi ubize amagama wabo.
Bathi kufanele sibulalwe sihlakaniphisa abantu laba abanye thina nobaba Ncongwane.
Okay, they said we must be killed because we are making the other people who are part of the project as well wiser. I don't know if I'm putting it right, Worship. Yeah, that's why we should be killed.
Aware of their rights.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We are making them aware of their rights. That is why we should be killed.
And when you refer to we, you mentioned Ubaba Ncongwane's
Yeah,
name.
Ubaba Ncongwane.
Ubaba Ncongwane,
Yeah, myself
Meshack
and Mr. Ncongwane, we are making the other group wiser or aware of their rights.
La kule video umuntu uzikhuluma straight ukuthi ubaba Dhlamini bafuna kwakukhulunywa kwakunomuntu osebenza kamasipala wayethengiwe ukuthi aqhashe abantu ukuthi bangibulala bazongibulala lona omunye.
In the video that I made mention of, there is a person there who is saying they have hired a killer or someone to kill me in the video.
Usho kahle ukuthi ubaba Dhlamini kufanele abulalwe nginikezeni lo msebenzi uyenze.
This ulo umuntu osho kanjalo ku video.
Lona omunye uzwe lona bakhuluma nomunye umuntu ukuthi kufanele kubulala ubaba Dhlamini. Lona manje uyizwile lento ukuthi nginikezeni lo msebenzi uyenze.
There is a person who's saying Mr. Dhlamini should be killed, and then this person heard about this threat, and then he then said, give me this job, I will do it.
Lona uthi ngizakudibanisa nabo ngqo. Uzomdibanisa nalaba basesihlokweni bona ukuyibona bathe bathengwe.
And then this person then responded by saying, it's okay, I will arrange a meeting between yourself and the people who want this person to be killed.
Lo muntu usebenza kamasipala okusho ukuthi nabantu bakamasipala bangenile phakathi kulento yokuthi sibulalwe.
This person works or is a municipal official, so he is part of the group that wants us to be killed.
Ilame ngethi video khona ngaphisana ngayo kodwa impeleni ngenza wrong ukuthi nginikeza ama-hawks because lowo muntu ngihlala naye kwakufanele
Mawuthi uhlala naye usho ukuthini?
ngihlala naye elokushini kwakufanele ngabe songikhombisile abantu okufanele laba babemthenga ukuthi kuzobulalwa mina.
Okay, I can give this video as well for you to view it, but I think I made a mistake by giving this video to the Hawks because the person in the video, we stay in the same township with, sorry, I didn't get the last part.
Bengizokhona ukusebenzela yena ngikhombisa abantu laba abathi kufanele ngibulale.
Well, I was going to actually investigate or find out myself from this person to show me the people who are hired or who are supposed to kill me.
Ngokuthi ngibona sengathi umthetho ukhona kodwa ukho ekusivikeleni.
I do realize that there is police to protect us, or the law to protect us, but I don't think it is effective or it's working in our favor.
Kuhlungu kanjani ubona umuntu okhuluma ngawo ukuthi kufanele ubulalwe alokuhlekisa umazi awukhona ukumbuza ngokuthi unikeze bomthetho umsebenzi anabawuyenzi lo msebenzi.
It is so sad, Chairman, that you would know that these people are making threats to your life, or this person is threatening to kill you, and nothing, the law is doing nothing, or it's difficult for you to hand over this person to the law, for the law to deal with this person.
Mr.
When did you give the video to the Hawks?
I-video le uyinikezele nini kuma-Hawks?
Mangikhumbula kahle ngabheka la ngokuthi ngangithumelela ubaba uNtombela.
I can make reference to my phone, Your Worship, because I did forward this video to Mr. Ntombela.
Maze ngamfonela sakhuluma naye.
I even called him, I had a conversation with him.
Uthe kimi ngizinakelele.
He said, I must take care of myself.
Please just repeat that. I want to hear the Zulu part as well. Yes.
Ngicela uphinde lokho futhi ngifuna ukuzwa ngesizulu.
Uthenga izinakelele.
I should take care.
Yes, okay.
And sengiyasontweni sengiphethe isibhamu, ngihamba ngesibhamu ukuthi umuntu onesibhamu.
Now I'm going to church. I'm armed, Your Worship, because I have a firearm, so I had to carry my firearm with.
Sengithatha isinqumo sokuthi oyi-1 noma asondela duzane kwami noma kusenkomini. Angeke ngife ngedwa.
Then I took a decision that time, Your Worship, that anyone who comes closer to me, even if it's in the farm, I won't die alone.
Into ngiyishilo kubantwana bami.
That's what I said to my children.
So let's try and locate the month when you gave the video to the Hawks. As I understand it, your meeting with the Hawks was early this year. Was it January or thereabouts?
Basibuyele ke ngosuku oye wanikezela ivideo le kuma Hawks ngoba mangizwisisa kahle umhlangano wenu ube kuwo lonyaka ekuqaleni konyaka ngoJanuary. So asithole usuku ke la undlulisele video le uyinikeza ama Hawks.
Kwakuyi-11 enyangeni yesi-6.
11 June kuwo lonyaka.
Yebo.
2019 mawundlulisela ivideo le unikezela ama Hawks.
Yes.
When I forwarded the video to the Hawks, it was the 11th of June 2019.
Kumbula kahle ngokuthi naye waze wangiphendula kukhona la wayengiphendula khona lana.
I remember very well because this person replied. There is a response from this person.
That is Mr. Ntombela.
Ukhuluma ngobaba uNtombela.
Ubaba uNtombela.
Yes, Mr. Ntombela.
Did you just forward the video to the Hawks and spoke to them on the phone or by SMS, or they also met with you and took a full statement about the threats?
Manje ngifuna ukwazi ukuthi wenze njani. Uye wabandlulisela ivideo wase ukhuluma nabo mhlambe ngama message lapho efonini noma mhlambe baye badibana nawe bathatha istatement sakho mayelana nokusatshiswa kwakho.
Ngake mfonele ngefoni enye ngafaka ivideo ukuthi alalele.
Umfonele ngenye ifoni.
Ngimfonele ngenye ifoni ngakhuluma naye ngafaka ivideo lena ngathi lalela la ukuthi
ngenye ifoni so kuphethe ama phone out too.
Ayi-2 kanje.
Okay, what happened is, Your Worship, I used another phone to call him. Whilst on the other phone, Your Worship, the video was streaming for him to listen to the conversation or the content of the video. So it was a telephone conversation using 2 phones, Your Worship.
Naye ubusiwe Ncongwane le video ngeke ngayifaka abantu babegcwele eholweni omunye nomunye wazilalelela ngokuthi akusimfihlo kwakhulunywa ngami.
Even when Busisiwe Ncongwane was there, I streamed this video for everyone to listen. It was in a hall and people were in attendance, and I wanted people to hear because they were talking about me in the video.
But you say up to now, the Hawks have not taken any statement from you, written statement from you about the threats.
Manje uthi wena ke baba kuze kube manje ama Hawks akakathatha statement kuwe mayelana nalokusatshiswa kwakho.
Cha ke.
No.
Do you know if there is anything at all that they have done after they received the video concerning your threats?
Manje ke uyazi ukuthi ngabe ikhona abakwenzile mayelana nayo le video nokusatshiswa kwakho kuze kube manje ikhona abakwenzile?
Cha.
No. Nothing.
And the person you have been communicating with in regard to the threats is Mr. Ntombela.
And umuntu obukhuluma naye mayelana nalokusatshiswa uMr. Ntombela.
Yebo na se-Friday police station khona ubabu station commander sakhona lapha sinayo le video siyayazi.
That is correct, Your Worship. It is Mr. Ntombela from the Hawks, as well as at Friday Police Station, the station commander, Your Worship. He knows about the video.
So did you also show the video to the station commander at Friday Police Station?
Ingabe ke uye wambonisa u-station commander le video le lapha yana u-station commander wase-Friday.
Ngamlalelisa ngesifo sababa uNgwenya babesho ukuthi who's the next.
I made him to listen to the video, Your Worship, during the passing of Mr. It was the funeral of Mr. Ngwenya, so I made him to listen, and they were saying, who's next?
Yeah, ukhona abalandelayo makwasuba Ncongwane yini.
And they're saying, somebody, another one will bite the dust. If it's not myself, it's going to be Mr. Ncongwane.
Is that part of what is said in the video?
Logo kushoyo manje ingabe kuyilogo okuqukethwe lapha ku video noma?
La kule video cha ke lokho ngikushoyo ukuthi olandelayo ubani babe kusho ekungcwabeni wababungweni.
No, what I've just said now, Your Worship, it's something which was said during the funeral of Mr. Ngwenya, that who is next.
Lena esebiyweni ikhuluma kahle ukuthi kufanele kubulalwe lo baba Dhlamini.
In the video itself, Your Worship, what is contained there is that Mr. Dhlamini should be killed.
And the persons who are having this conversation are shown, they can be seen on the video.
Abantu abakhuluma lento bayavela bayabonakala laphayana ku video.
Cha ke akamshudanga ukuthi waye driver akhuluma naye. And umbiza ngegama lona umfukisayo ubiza
So
lona.
akuveli muntu laphayana.
Akuveli muntu waye wayemrecord kuphela.
It's just a recording that does not show a person, Your Worship, but it's a recording. This person was driving and there's a recording of this person as they are conversing.
Wayembiza ngegama
And mention the name.
ukuthi asho lona ukuthi ubani igama lakhe uyazisho ukuthi uzwakele.
This person is mentioning his name. He says his name is Zwakele.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
Chairman.
I had evidence some time back in regard to the aviation work stream of reports that had been made to the police a few years ago of threats that were being made to the owner of the company called Koroneka, and nothing. I was told nothing had been done for a long time about the threats to her. So it's very concerning if threats are made to the lives of people. They report to the law enforcement agencies, and nothing happens, and the law enforcement agencies don't report back to the people what they are doing about those threats. Nobody gets arrested, nothing happens. So I think after this, as you said, you'll arrange for a supplementary affidavit by Mr. Dhlamini, where he will detail everything about the threats and who he reported to, where he will include the names that he's not mentioning now, and then the people whose names are mentioned can be given a Rule 3 notices, and Mr. Dhlamini might have to come back when he can mention the names after they have been given notices, and it will be necessary for the Commission to establish from the Hawks what's going on about the threats and about the complaints that Mr. Dhlamini brought to their attention, and what have they done. So we will need to, the legal team will need to try and get facts as to what's happening, both in regard to the Koroneng matter as well as Mr. Dhlamini's matter. Thank you, Mr. Dhlamini.
Thank you, Chairman. Mr. Dhlamini, just to summarize this aspect of your evidence, my question is, are there other people outside of yourself and Mr. Ncongwane who you know have also been threatened?
Bakhona ngabe abanye abantu ngaphandle kwakho nobaba uNcongwane abaye basatshiswa?
Yebo, abantu basememele
Ama-beneficiaries now.
ama-beneficiary bakusho pha ukuthi basaba nokusho bayatshelwa straight ukuthi kufanele babulale.
Correct. Beneficiaries from Memel as well, they do mention the fact that they are getting threats as well. but they are afraid to talk about it. But yes, they are getting threats.
Siyabazi futhi abantu bake babulalwa. Ngalezi zinto lezi
Abake babulawa.
abake babulawa abafili.
We also know, I'm a beneficiary now.
No.
We know of other people who died or who were killed.
Phande kwaba bungwenya kwakhona ubaba waye investigator Ephraim.
Apart from Mr. Ngwenya, there was another gentleman who was investigating the Friday Dairy project.
Usele 30 kilometers ukuthi afike ePitori eBloemfontein wabulawa.
He was killed before he could even reach Bloemfontein, 10 kilometers to Bloemfontein.
Babethu file lo baba kanti akafanga wafela esibhedlela kodwa waphisana ngeloku nge-statement sakhe emaphoyiseni.
Those who killed, they believed that he was dead at the scene, and yet he was now in hospital. That's why he gave out his statement whilst he was in hospital to the police.
Wayevelile la kulihlo lasishaba eku-TV.
He was on the media, the newspaper, Lisolas Chaba, as well as on TV.
Angezwa ukuthi umthetho uthathe uphi inyathelo.
Even today, I haven't heard what the law enforcers,
Ngibuhlungu
what steps they have taken.
Ngibuhlungu kabi ngokuthi angikhumbuli lento engenzeka emndenini wami.
It hurts. It's really disturbing. I don't want this to happen to my family members.
Ngicabanga ukuthi ngazithola ukuthi ngaphakathi kwetrongo noma ngifile.
Wrong, ijele.
Yes.
If this can happen to my family members, I'll either be in prison or I'll be dead myself.
You are relating what happened to Moses Chake
Ukhuluma
in the
ngento
last account you've just given.
Yes.
lento oqeda ukhuluma ngayo manje ukhuluma ngento eyenzeke kuMoses Chako.
Yebo.
Yes.
In respect of the funeral you attended of Philemon Ngwenya, was he not a beneficiary?
Masikhuluma ke ngomncwabo kababa ukhulumani uNgwenya yena ubengasiyona bekangasiyi beneficiary.
Wakuyi-beneficial omunye wakhona sasikhona lapha sisikhuluma.
He was a beneficiary. He was there when we were talking or discussing.
Naye ushone bamtshele emehlweni ukuthi wena Ngwenya ukufane uzofa ngalento yakho.
He died after being threatened, being told that you will die
Umuntu
because of
oqala
this.
uThuto Khanye wayemtshele emehlweni.
The first person to ukumsabisa, to
Ukumsabisa.
threaten him was Tuto Khanye.
Khanye. So wayekusho silalele sonke nama-media wayekhona.
When he uttered or threatened his life, we were all there, and the media was there.
Angisakhuluma ngabanye ke akumphakathi ngokuthi bavele bazizwa kubo labo bantu ukuthi Ephraim bengathi mawungakhuluma ngeDairy Ephraim ukukhuluma ngomsebenzizwana wawungeke ulale kakho.
People, the community members would hear this directly from these people who are responsible for this, because in Friday, once you mention the dairy project, you won't sleep in your house.
Lento ize
I'm sorry.
ukuze niyazi.
Wait.
Hang on. I think the interpretation wasn't complete. Let him just repeat what he said.
Okay, ngizocela
He said
uphinde-
something about Mr. Msebenzizwane.
Oh, my apologies.
Mawuke wakhuluma ngomsebenzizwane wawungeke ulale kakho kufanele ugijinyiswe ebusuku kulala.
My apologies. If in Friday you have spoken about the dairy project Msebenzi Zwane, you won't sleep in your house. You'll have to run away from your house because they will chase after you or threaten to kill you.
Lento yilethwe yithi la sinobaba Ncongwane sidelile ngokuthi akekho umuntu esimsabayo kulomhlaba ukuze yifike la ku commissioner niyazi.
The reason why this issue is now before the commission, it was because of myself and Mr. Ncongwane. We had to brave ourselves and come before the commission and report before everyone is being killed or everyone is killed.
Bayasho ngaphambi kwethu akho la besibabeka khona.
Ngicela uphinde lo-
Bayasho ukuthi kufanele sibulala akukho la mesibabeka khona.
Nina, basho
Yes,
nina. They do utter words like we have to be killed. They don't have any regard for us.
Kodwa into engiyazi ubaba Ncongwane uhlala estradeni esi1 nami
I'm sorry, before you proceed, Mr. Dhlamini, you said something, I'm not sure what it means, and I don't think the interpreter also understood what you meant. Utena banitshela ukuthi kufune nibulawe kodwa akukho lapho nibabeka khona. Uqonda ukuthini mawuthi akukho lapho nibabeka khona?
asibasabi baba.
Nina and Basabi.
Yes,
Oh,
asibasabi.
we are not scared. We are not scared of them. They said we should be killed, but we are not scared of them.
Siyazi ukuthi masokufika isikhathi sethu sizofa.
We know when our time comes, we will die.
Okay, let's just connect that properly. So you were saying that certain people tell you that you should be killed, but you are not scared of them.
So asilungise kahle ke baba uthi abantu abathile bathi nina mele nibulawe kodwa nina impendulo yenu ithi anibasabi.
Yes.
Correct, Your Worship.
Yes, then proceed.
Now, I just want to clarify, Tuto Khanye, you have mentioned in your evidence earlier, yesterday.
Uye wakhuluma ngoThuto Khanye ke izolo eqaleni mawufakaza.
Yebo.
Yes.
He's one of the people who works in agriculture, and your evidence is that he's one of the people who Mr. Msebenzi Zwane uses to collect information
Othike
from Frieda.
uThuto Khanye ungomunye wabantu abasebenza lapha yana kwa agriculture and ubaba uMsebenzi Zwane uyamsebenzisa ukuthi ke amtholele ulwazi la ngaphakathi
Yebo
kwabantu.
impimpi yakhe.
That is correct. He is his spy. Oh, Mr. Msebenzi Zwane's spy.
Then my last question is, have you been taking protective measures other than carrying a firearm? Are you able to take protective measures to look after yourself?
Manje ke umbuzo wogcina uthi ke ngaphandle kokuthi wena uhamba uphethe isibhamu ingabe zikhona ezinye indlela ozilandelayo noma ozenzayo ukuthi ukwazi ukuzivikela wena?
Enye nenye into mangizoba nemithini i-station commander ngiyasazisa.
Anything, for instance, if I'm about to hold or call a meeting, I will inform the station commander.
Mr. Dhlamini, are there any, no, before we go there, there are two people's names that have popped up. The one is Mr. Chandrama Prasad, who's also referred to as CP. Do you know that name at all?
Uchandrana Pasat, UPC.
CP.
CP, uyamazi?
Angimazi ngokumbona ba ngengezwa ngegama lakhe.
In person, no, I don't know this person, but I heard about his name.
You've heard about his name in relation to what?
Uzwe ngegama lakhe mayelana nani?
Ngangizwa ngendaba yakhe ukuthi le ndoda iyahlupha. Kodwa ukuthi uhlupha ngento eyenzeka kanjani kwenzakalani bathi uyinkathazo kufanele asuswe.
I heard that he is a problem. As to exactly what problem he was causing, I wouldn't be able to tell you. But I heard that he must be removed, or he's troublesome, he must be removed.
Where does he work?
Usebenza kuphi?
Anginalwazi ukuthi usebenza.
I have no knowledge as
Or
to
where
where he
did
works.
he work?
Ubesebenza phi? I'm not sure.
That's fine. No, not a problem. That's fine. The next name is Mr. Willie Basson, who will be coming to give evidence here. Do you know Mr. Willie Basson?
Willie Basson igama ke elilandelayo uyamazi lo muntu?
Willie Basson ngiyamazi.
Yes, I do know him.
He's a resident, or he works in Freda.
Umhlali noma aphinda asebenze laphayana eFrede.
Yebo.
That is correct.
Yes, I just wanted to identify, to understand who you know. So it's Mr. Basson you know. You don't really know much about Prasad, and you certainly knew Philemon Ngwenya.
Philemon Ngwenya ubumazi yena.
Kakhulu.
Very well.
And then you have told the chairman about Moses Chake, what you know of what happened to Moses Chake.
Waphinde wasitshela futhi ukuthi uyazi ukuthi kwenzakalani kuMoses Chake. Philemon Chakwe.
No.
You said
Moses Chake.
Yebo.
Yes.
No, that's it. I'm just summarizing.
Ukahle kahle sekaqoqa yonke lento oyishoyo manje ngalabantu lapha sesakhuluma ngabo. So uye wamtshela uchairman ukuthi uyazi ukuthi kwenzakaleni kuMoses Chako. Yes.
Are there any other matters you would like to bring to the attention of the chairman as we close?
Njoba sesivala ke ingabe kukhona ofuna ukutshela uchairman?
Akhona omunye umlimi yebo
Yes, there is another farmer
wasewade
from Warden.
Yes.
wayedutshuliwe lapha wadutshulwa imoto emnyama
He was shot there was a black car. There were shots which were fired from a black car.
wangcwatshwa
He died.
icase yakhona zange iqhubeke
He died and he was buried, but the case did not
and
proceed.
ilesikhathi laba bantu esibaziyo babe la mawukhuluma ngento aka agriculture babengena phakathi
Angizwisisi kahle baba.
mawukhuluma ngumsebenzi waka agriculture babengena phakathi babulwise
It was those people, once you talk about the activities or work which is done in the agriculture, these people will interject and fight you.
ukhona ubaba omunye wasewodeni wabulalwa lapha
There was also another gentleman from Warden who was killed.
That's the second one now. You have talked about the first person
Oh,
from
oh.
Warden.
Ima kancane baba, mamela umbuzo.
You've heard about the first person from, or you've told the chairman about the first person from Warden who was killed, and you've associated a black car with that particular assassination.
Uye wakhuluma ngokuqala ngithi manje uthi waseWarden uye wadutshulwa
Yes.
imoto emnyama.
yes
Correct?
Do you know the name of the deceased in that case?
Kuleyo ke yokuqala uqeda ukuyisho yalazi igama lakhe lo mfo
noma
wabulawa.
sengikhohliwe nginabantu basewodeni engibaziyo nefamily ehlala ngasewodeni nginamafama lapho
Uye wazi ifamily yakhe?
nginamafama nefamily yami ifamily yakithi ehlala lapha abanganginikeza igama lakhe ngineshow nokuthi babunqwane samkhumbula igama lakhe lo baba
I may not remember his name, but I have family members and other farmers from Warden who can give me his name, and I do believe Mr. Ncongwane knows his name as well.
And then the second person you were about to tell the chairman about, who was that?
Owesibili ke yena ozotshela uchairman ngaye ubani?
ilona waye-investigator iteri yasefriede wangazange wafika eBloemfontein
The second one is the one who was investigating the issue of the Friday
That's-
Dairy Farm,
that's-
who did not even arrive at Bloemfontein.
That's Chake.
Uchaki,
Yebo.
yes.
wesithathu ungwe
The third person is Ngwenya. That's all.
Any other matters, Mr.
Okunye?
Dhlamini?
akekho
Nothing else.
Chairman, unless you have other questions, I have exhausted all the ones I have.
Yes, thank you. Mr. Dhlamini, you said you showed the video to the station commander at Friede Police Station, is that correct?
Uthi ke ubonise u-station commander le video le lo walaphayana Ephraim.
yebo
Yes.
I guess once you had shown him the video, and it was clear from the video that your life was under threat, the police should have done something about it. But I want to find out whether you did ask him to do anything about these threats.
Ngiyathemba ke ukuthi uthe maso umbonisa ivideo lena esabisa impilo yakho ke u-station commander lo. Ngiyathemba ukuthi bekumele kube notho oluthile abalenzayo ukuthi bavikele impilo yakho. Ingabe umtshelile ngalokho inkinga ekufaka kukho noma ukuthi kuphatha ihlala njani lento?
yebo ngamtshela ayikho into engayithola kuye ukuthi kwenzakalani wathi kimi uyongithinta amafoni wami nawo kodwa nawe zivikele
I did tell him, Your Worship, but nothing much in terms of the response that I got from him, except that he said, here are my numbers. If you have a problem, contact me. But you should also protect yourself.
Did they open any file so that they would undertake an investigation into these threats?
Ingabe ke baye bavula ifile noma bavule nje okuthile ukuthi baqale uphenyo babhekisise le insolo.
Cha ke masikhuluma naye akukho la wabhala phansi asikhuluma kanjena.
There was no record when I was having a conversation. It was just a one-on-one conversation. There was no record of it. It was never written down.
Were you showing him the video at the police station?
Ingabe bewumbonisa le video khona laphaya e police station?
Yeah, wayelalele police station.
Yes, he was listening to the video at the police station.
Was it only the two of you, or were there other people that were with you?
Ingabe benibabili nje qha laphayana noma bebekhona abanye abantu ebebenani?
Sasibabili ngokuthi bakuncongwane ngamtshela ukuthi ngiyakuchasa ngiyomlalelisa ivideo.
It was just the two of us, because I did even inform Mr. Ncongwane that I'm going to show uchasa.
Yeah,
I'm going to show Uchasa the video at the police station.
Did you say that he made some notes during the conversation or as he was watching the video?
Uthi ke makaloku ebheke le video ingabe bekaqopha phansi abhala?
Cha ke.
No.
Did he not take any statement from you?
Akazange athathe statement ku? No, he didn't.
Did he not ask any police officer under him to take a statement from you?
Akazange acele mhlambe iphoyisa elisebenza ngaphansi kwakhe ukuthi lithathe statement ku?
Cha ke into wayikhuluma ayingalelo langa wangibuza ukuthi ama hawks ngwatshelile ngalento.
No, no. The answer is no. But what he said, not on that day, but on another day, that did you inform the Hawks about this incident?
Do you have a recollection of more or less when it was, which month it was, when you showed the station commander the video?
Ingabe uyakhumbula yini ukuthi bekuyiphi inyanga uma ubonisa u-station commander le video?
Yebo kuye ngathatha isikhathi eside kwakuye 3 months sokwenzekile.
Emva kokuthi eyenzekile.
Yes.
It took a while. I think it was about 3 months after the incident of receiving the video that I've shown the station commander.
Kodwa umuntu ngakhona ukumtshela in time kwaku buntombela wama hawks.
Umtshele ngaleso sikhathi noma untombela?
Ngithola ivideo ngayithumela kuntombela.
Okay, the person that I informed immediately, Your Worship, about the video, it was Mr. Ntombela. I forwarded the video to him and told him about the video.
My recollection is that you said it was in June this year when you, I think 11th June, when you informed Mr. Ntombela about the video when you sent it to him. Is that correct?
Mangikhumbula kahle ke uthe ubaba Ntombela yena umtshele waphinde wamdlulisela le video ngomhla ka 11 June kulonyaka. Ingabe kuyiqiniso?
Yebo ngokuthi la ibhale kanjalo.
I made reference to my cell phone messages, Your Worship, so yes, indeed, it is the 11th of June 2019.
So that would mean that it was after the 11th of June 2019 when you had a meeting with the station commander at Friede police station and showed him the video. Is that correct?
So manje ukuthi uye laphaya e police station uyobonisa u station commander, so nomhlangana no station commander uyombonisa le video, into eyenzeke emva kwamhla ka 11 June 2019. Ingabe kunjalo?
Yebo noma singakhumbuli kahle izinto zami engizenza kwesisikhathi akukho lami ngezinota khona phansi. Ada njengale message esele lana engikhombisa ukuthi kwakunini. Akukho lami nginota phansi ukuthi ngiyenze 1 2 3 namhlanje.
Mara bekumhla emva kwe 11 zaka June 2019 mawuba nomsebenzi nomhlangano nalo baba no station commander. Yes, yes Chair, it was after the 11th of June 2019 that I had a meeting with the station commander of the Friede police station, though I did not note down my activities. But the last date that is or the last entry that I see on my phone is the one that is guiding me as to when were the activities, or the last date when I received the video.
So after you had shown the station commander this video and you had a discussion, has he followed up in any way with you or sent any of his police officers to take this issue of the threats against you further?
Emva kokuthi sohlanganile naye wambonisa ivideo, ingabe uye wayilandelela yini lento yokusatshiswa kwakho noma mhlambe athumela amaphoyisa wakhe ukuthi alandelele mayelana nalokusatshiswa? No.
And you have not received any report backs either from the Hawks or from him about what they may be doing about these threats?
Awukakezwa lutho oluvela kubo ama-Hawks noma abalapha eFrede police station ukuthi benzani i-report abakupha yona ukuthi sebenzeni or benzani mayelana naloku satshiswa. No.
Did you say that one of the persons, or that the person who was meant to carry out the threats or to kill you lives in the same area as yourself?
Uthi ke lo muntu lo okuyena bekumele akubulale njengoba kushiwo lapha sabisa ukuthi kube uye ozobulala uhlala endaweni yinye nawe.
Yebo.
Yes.
He has not been arrested.
Akabanjwa.
Ngiyasebenza kamasipala.
No, he works at the municipality.
Yes. Right now, do you move around without any protection from the police or the state?
So manje wena uyahamba nje uhambe nje uphila impilo yakho ngaphandle kokuvikelwa umbuso.
Cha ke ngibona sengathi mina ngazivikela kangcono ngokuthi into engikhuluma ayikho into abayenzayo.
I think I can protect myself better than them because whatever I told them, they did nothing about it.
Do you wish anything to be done to have these threats investigated?
Manje ke wena uyafisa ukuthi kwenziwe okuthile ukuthi kuphenywe lokusabiswa.
Yebo kokubulala kuyicala baba ukuthi umuntu uzombulala. Kahle kahle lana kwakufanele bezwe ukuthi lo muntu ukhuluma kanjani, bezwe igama lalo muntu lona uyambiza ngegama, sibakhombise lo muntu ayokhipha bongco laba abamthengayo ukuthi kuthengwa inkabi ezobulala mina.
Okay, correct, Your Worship. Threatening to kill someone or killing someone is an offense. So they should have investigated the matter, come to us and look at the video. And the name is being mentioned in the video so that they can follow up and to even find out who issued that instruction that this should be carried out, the threats.
Siyaxolisa njengokuthi umthetho wase South Africa la esiphila khona uthatha kancane baba. Kodwa nginendlela yimpilo yakithi engayisebenza if masokwenzeka.
With due respect, the South African law enforcers are taking time to attend to matters like this. So I have my way that I can deal with this issue.
Would you like the Commission to speak to the law enforcement agencies in order to see what protection can be given to you?
Ingabe ke uyafuna ukuthi commission ikhulume ke nalaba bezomthetho ukuthi mhlambe kukhona bangakwenzela lokona.
If kukhona abanganceda ngako they can bangayenza.
Yes, if there's anything that they can assist me with, they can do it.
Okay, I would like the legal team and the administration and the investigators to do what they normally do when people who appear before the Commission are under threat, to see what can be done, and also to establish why Mr. Dhlamini has not been given any report backs either by the Hawks and the station commander at Frede police station about threats to his life that he has brought to their attention, and what is being done about investigating these threats, and if there is enough evidence arresting the people concerned. And then once the legal team has spoken to them, it must please report back to Mr. Dhlamini. It mustn't do like the Hawks and the station commander at Frede. It must report back what transpired during that discussion, and I must be kept informed. Is there anything else you want to tell me concerning the either threats to your life or threats to anybody in your organization relating to the Friede Dairy Farm before we conclude?
Khona ke okunye osafuna ukungitshela kona mayelana nokwesatshiswa kwakho nabanye abathintekayo ke kulento ye dairy project yalapha yana eFred.
Yebo.
Yes.
Yes.
Phathiswa bengithi please makukwenzeke nje into yasedelini iphangisi isheshe iphele ukuthi abantu sabaphila kabuhlungu kule ndawo yethu. Mangabe ugovernment uthatha imali ibuyela kuye uyayivala le nto kube njalo ngokuthi kuyabonakala ukuthi lento yayengenzelanga thina yayenzelwa amasela.
Okay. My request, Chair, is that we request that this dairy project issue be finalized, be dealt with, and it be finalized, because people in our area, they now live in fear. If the government is taking a decision of not funding that project anymore and shut it down, so be it, because it is clear that this project was never meant for the benefit of us as the community of Friede, but it was for just criminal activities or criminals.
Did you say it was meant for thieves?
So beyenzelwe igebengu ngamanye amagama.
Yeah.
That is correct.
Ukusebenzisa amagama wethu
Using us, our names,
ukuthola imali ku government.
so that they can get the money or the funds from the government.
So impilo zethu manje siba sebucayi ngayo.
Our lives are now in danger because of this.
Ukuthi kuyaboniswa nayo nje ama-percent esasinikezwa wona njengabalimi kwakukhombisa ukuthi lana siyakhohliswa. Why kwakungasi 100%?
Looking at the percentage, the share percentage, it was clear that we are being deceived. Why we were not given 100% of the shareholding?
Angikhumbula ukuthi kwakufanele ugovernment kube khona imali ezuzayo lapha if ayenzela abalimi. Angithi leyo mali ayiphumile from the agriculture ukunceda abalimi.
If this was for the benefit of the farmers, why should it be for the government should profit from it if it's meant for the farmers?
Kumanje yasebenza idairy ziningi izinto ezenzakala lapha esizaziyo ezinye sinama-case wakhona ntshontsha inkomo kwenziwe yonke lento lapha ayikho into ezoqhubeka kuleya dairy.
Even right now, the dairy project is functioning, and there are a whole lot of activities that are happening there, like stealing of the stock and stuff, and we know we have cases. Nothing is happening in that dairy. There's no success that will come out of that project.
What would the beneficiaries like to see happen with this dairy project?
Nina ke ama beneficiaries nithanda ukubona kwenzakalani ngaleya project le.
Iningi labo abasayithandi idairy leya ngokuthi iqale kabi. And kumanje isihamba nomphefumulo wabantu maphakathi.
Most of the people or beneficiaries have no interest anymore in this project because it started off on a very bad footing, and a lot of people are losing their lives because of this project. So they have no interest anymore.
Okay. Is that all you still had to say?
Thank you very much.
Mr. Dhlamini, I want to thank you for having come to the commission to give evidence.
Sithanda ukubonga ukuthi uze ngaphambi kwe-commission uzonikezela ngobufakazi.
Especially when you came to the commission despite threats to your life.
Kakhulukazi ukuthi uze uzonikeza ubufakazi la ube usatshiswa impilo yakho isatshiswa.
There are many people in the country, some of them in high positions in government entities, I believe, who must know a lot about issues that this commission is investigating, including state capture and serious corruption, who, despite my calls, are not coming forward to tell the commission and the nation what they know.
Baningi ke abantu abathi mabebizwa ukuthi bazonikezela ngobufakazi kule commission bangezi njengabantu abaseyikhundleni eyiphezulu lapha kwaHulumeni noma ngabe senza niphi imizamo ukuthi beze ngaphambili bazonikeza iCommission ubufakazi kodwa bengezi.
But they would all pretend and like everybody to believe that they support the work of the commission.
And bafuna wonke umuntu akholelwe ukuthi bayayixhasa imisebenzi eyenzwa iCommission le.
And yet they withhold very crucial information that is relevant to what the commission is investigating.
Ngaleso sikhathi leso kuba no-information ulwazi abalivimbayo edingeka ukuthi ngabe iyeza la ngaphambi kwale commission.
I have no doubt in my mind that some of them would be past and present high officials within government.
Angina kungabaza ke ukuthi abanye babo balabantu abangezila abantu ke abasuka ezikhundleni eziphezulu kakhulu lapha kuHulumeni.
And maybe some fear that they may lose their jobs.
Mhlambe abanye banovalo lokuthi bazolahlekelwa imisebenzi yabo.
And I do not want to make light of any fear for loss of jobs by anybody.
Angeke ke ngayithatheli ke into ukuthi umuntu asabe ukulahlekelwa umsebenzi.
But I do want to highlight the appreciation of the commission for somebody like you who, despite threats to their lives, decided that they will come to the commission and help the commission, even if they know that their lives may be under threat.
iCommission izothanda ukuveza ukuthokozela kwayo ukuthi ke abantu abanjengawe noma ngabe besatshiswa ke kodwa bazile bazosiza iCommission ukuthi iqhubekele phambili nomsebenzi wayo noma sebazi ukuthi impilo zabo zisengozini kodwa bezela bazosiza iCommission ngokuthi banikezana neinformation.
So I just want you to know that the commission fully appreciates what you have done by coming forward to give evidence despite all of these things.
iCommission ifuna ukwazi ke ukuthi iyakuthokozela kakhulu ukuza kwakho la uzonikezela ngolwazi ukuthi ikwazi ukuqhubeka isebenze.
And I thank you also for the role you have played to try and make sure that various bodies know what you know about the dairy farm project.
Ngifuna ukubonga futhi ukuthi wenze konke kusemandleni ukuthi iminyango ehlukile yazi ngalokho wena okwaziyo okwenzeka lapha yana ku dairy project.
The commission may not be able to reach any conclusion about the dairy farm project for quite some time.
Ngenzeka ke ukuthi iCommission ke kube isikhathi esidinga kwazi ukufinyelela ekutheni ivala njani yonke lento yalapha yana ku dairy project.
But I want to assure you and all the beneficiaries that the evidence that will be given, that you have given and that will be given by other witnesses to the commission in regard to this project will be taken into account and considered, and findings will be made in the end.
Ethi ke iCommission ke izama ukuqinisekisa ukuthi wena nalabo abanye ke abangama beneficiaries kulo ukuthi egcineni iCommission izoqoqa bonke lobufakazi enzobe nibathulile ibhekisise kahle iyenze isinqumo egcineni ukuthi mele kuthathwe yiphi indlela ukusukela.
Thank you very much once again then, Mr. Dhlamini. You are excused. As I indicated earlier on, the legal team will ask to talk to you in order to prepare supplementary affidavit, and I have no doubt you will continue to cooperate with them.
Ngiyabonga kakhulu ukuthi uze njengoba ngichazele ke bazohlangana nawo ukuthi bathathe ke amanye ama affidavit ukuqhubeka from kuloko kushilo. Sibonga kakhulu nokuthi usebenzisane nathi bazokhuluma nawo kusuka manje ke bathatha ama affidavits mhlambe ngenze kubuye ngolunye usuku.
Ngiyabonga, Mhlonishwa.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. You are excused.
Ungakhululeka.
We'll take the tea adjournment. It's 11:20. We will resume at 12:25. We adjourn.
Because she was sending me
Ms. Buthelezi.
Morning, Chair.
Yes, are you ready?
Yes, we are.
Yes,
Chair,
let's proceed.
Our next witness is Mr. Ncongwane. He was one of the intended beneficiaries for the Fiat Dairy project. He will testify in isiZulu as well. May I ask that the witness be sworn in?
Yeah, let him be sworn in, an affirmation be administered.
Please state your full names for the record.
Ngizocela amagama akho wonke nesibongo.
Mina Meshack Mpaleni Ncongwane.
Meshack Mpaleni Ncongwane.
Do you have any objection with taking the prescribed oath?
Unayo inkinga yokuthatha isifungo?
Kangenayo.
No objection.
Do you consider the oath binding on your conscience?
Uyafunga ukuthi lokho ozokukhuluma kuzohambelana naloko ngaphakathi kunembeza wakho?
Ngiyafuna.
Yes.
Do you swear that the evidence you will give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? If so, please raise your right hand and say, "So help me God."
Uyafunga ukuthi ufakazi ozobethula kuzoba iqiniso lodwa iqiniso lonke. Uma ngabe kunjalo ke baba Ncongwane, misa isandla sakho sokudla ucele inkosi kusiza.
Nkosi ngisize.
Sworn in.
Hang on, Elerato. I've said, Mr. Interpreter, that your interpretation is very good. There are just certain aspects where I think you, where he was asked whether he considered the oath binding on his conscience, the translation might not have been accurate. Ngicabanga ukuthi kufuneke uthi umbuzo ukuthi isifungo usithatha ngokuthi siyambopha yini kunembeza wakhe.
Isifungo leso
Okay, I'm sorry. We'll just do it. We'll do it afresh. Let's do the whole oath again afresh.
Please state your full names for the record.
Ngizocela uchaze amagama wakho.
Mina Meshack Mpaleni Ncongwane.
Meshack Mpaleni Ncongwane.
Do you have any objection with taking the prescribed oath?
Unayo inkinga yokuthatha isifungo?
Kangenayo.
No objection.
Do you consider the oath to be binding on your conscience?
Uyafunga ke ukuthi isifungo leso osithathayo siyakubopha kunembeza wakho? Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. I think uthatha ngokuthi isifungo ozosithatha siyawubopha unembeza wakho yini, siyakubopha kunembeza wakho yini.
Isifungo ozosithatha siyawubopha unembeza wakho yini?
Ngiyafuna.
Yes.
Do you swear that the evidence you will give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? If so, please raise your right hand and say, "So help me God."
Uma kunjalo ke funga ukuthi ufakazi ozobethula uzoba iqiniso lodwa iqiniso lonke bese umisa isandla sakho sokudla ucele inkosi kusiza.
Nkosi ngisize.
Sworn in.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Otherwise, everything was okay. It was just that aspect only.
Thanks, Chair.
Okay, all right.
Thank you, Chair.
Thank you.
Chair, Mr. Ncongwane's statement is in English.
Yes.
I have confirmed with him that he can read and understand English, but he prefers to testify in isiZulu.
Okay, just put questions that are meant to enable him to tell me exactly that to him.
Thank you, Chair. Mr. Ncongwane, do you confirm that your statement is in English, but you are able to read and understand the English language?
Kuyiqiniso ke ukuthi statement sakho lesesithathiwe sibhalwe ngolimi lesiNgisi futhi uyaqinisa ukuthi wena uyakwazi ukusifunda futhi usizwisise isilungu.
Kunjani?
Correct?
Thank you, Chair. Chair, may I propose that this bundle containing Mr. Ncongwane's statement be marked as Exhibit HH3?
The file containing the affidavit or statement by Mr. Meshack Mpaleni Ncongwane will be marked Exhibit HH3, and I think we must just, for the sake of helping the transcribers, spell Mpaleni and Ncongwane. Mpaleni is M-P-A-L-E-N-I, Ncongwane is N-C-O-N-G-W-A-N-E. Thank you. You may proceed.
Thank you, Chair. Mr. Ncongwane, do you confirm that the document that is appearing on Exhibit HH3, pages 1 to 8, is the statement that you made for the Commission?
Ngiyaqinisa ukuthi ke statement lesesilaphaya yana kufakazi HH3 kusukela ku page 1 kuyofinyelela ku page 8 yiso ke statement wena usenzile wasiqinisekisa wasign.
Kunjalo.
Correct?
And that the signature on page 8 is your signature?
Ukuthi ke ukusayinwa lokhu kulaphaya yana ku page 8 signature noma uwe osayinile.
Kunjalo.
Correct?
Thank you. Mr. Ncongwane, would you please tell us where do you live?
Sitshele baba uNcongwane ukuthi uhlala kuphi?
Ngihlala eThembalihle number 2335
I stay at Mpaleni Township, number 2325,
Kanye Street,
Kanye Street,
Modisa section,
Modise section,
Ephraim.
in Friede.
And what do you do for living?
Wenzani ukuyiphilisa?
Ngimuntu ofuyile kanti ngiphinde futhi ngumuntu okhiqiza ubisi.
I am a farmer, I have cattle, and I also produce milk.
Yes. Mr. Ncongwane, I believe you are aware that the reason for you being here before the Commission is to give us the information that relating to your connection with the Friede Dairy Project. Would you please then give us the background information that connected you to this Friede Dairy Project?
Ngiyazi ukuthi ke uzela ukuzosicacisela ke ukuthi wena ungena njani kule project yase Friede yobisi, ne? So sichazele ke eyakho indima yokungena kuyo ke le project le yase Friede Dairy noma yokukhiciza ubisi.
Ngaphambili ngingathi ngaqala ngathanda ukusebenza ngobisi ngoba bengumuntu obekade ehamba imihlangano eqwaqwa for about 6 or 7 months ngisuka endaweni yaseFriede inyanga nenyanga senza ama workshop namanye ama farmers obisi.
Okay, I was interested in dairy or working with milk. It all started by me attending the meetings with other farmers in Ncongwane regarding dairy or milking.
Yes, proceed.
Sasilokhu senza ke ama workshop inyanga nenye.
Each month we'll hold workshops.
Kuthe ngelinye lamalanga kuze lezi nyanga enhlanu noma ezisithupha.
On another day in this 5 months or 6 months,
Sahamba saya endaweni yase Bethlehem. Sahlangana nama commercial farmers.
we then went to Bethlehem where we met up with commercial farmers.
So Mr. Ncongwane, if I may, can you just explain which year are you referring you to now? Is it?
Sikhuluma ngamuphi unyaka manje ngoba ukhulume ngeenyanga ezinhlanu ezisithupha.
Actually,
Ukhuluma ngayiphi
it
unyaka?
was from 2011, early 2011.
From early 2011.
Yes, may proceed.
Asiqhubeke.
Ithe masihlangana nalama commercial farmers. Lama commercial farmers kwakungama abakhiqiza ubisi abe country lane. Kuthe masesiloku sixoxa nabo ngendaba yenkomo bathi umuntu ngamunye uma engaba nenkomo eziwu25 uma sekiwa ngasehlalweni lama shares uba nama shares amahle uma unenkomo eziwu25 but uma ngabe mhlambe unenkomo eziwu5 or 10 ama shares akho wakho mahle so leyo nto ke ngayithanda ke mina yokuthi at least
We, like I said, we attended workshops. So in one of the workshops that we have with the commercial farmers from Country Lane who are dealing with dairy as well, we were then told or advised that if you have cattle and you have about 25 cattle and you want to invest with those 25 cattle, your shares are much more better than if you have less than 25, like 5, your shares are not yielding any much money.
Yes, so were you intending to have shares with those commercial farmers from
Ngamanye
Country Lane?
amagama ke nawo uye waba ucozula ukuthi ube namashare nalama farmers lawo.
Yebo.
Correct.
Yes, then proceed, what happened from there?
Kwase kwenzakalani emva kwaloko?
Kuthe emva kwaloko sase siyahlala, sase sifoma i-cooperative. Now
Nihlala
ama-farmers
unomhlangano manje.
ehena
Okay.
ama-farmers aseqwaqwa obisi.
Na former cooperative?
Leyo cooperative yayikade sibiza ukuthi Empro.
What happened is we then had a meeting. We sat in a meeting with the farmers from Ekwakwa. We formed a cooperative. We then named that cooperative as Empro.
Empro obizwa ngokuthi it's Emerging Milk Producer Organization.
Emerging Milk
Producer Organization.
Producer Organization.
Kuthe masisiqedileke ukuthi sisenze leyo cooperative yethu.
After we have formed this cooperative,
Saseke ngiphinda emuva ekhaya.
I then went back home.
Mangifike ekhaya ngase ngiba namadoda abenentshisekelo yokusenga.
On my arriving at home, I met up, there were men who were also interested in the very same dairy milk project.
Ngase ngicela ukuthi okungenani masizameni ukuthi sibe nendawo esizoyithola kumasipala.
I then said to them, we need a place where we can work or have our activities there. We need to go and request from the municipality a venue or a place where we can work from.
Ngase ngibhala ke incwadi mina. Emveni kokuba sesivumelene lamadoda.
After we have agreed with this man, I then wrote a letter.
Ngayisa kwi-town council.
I then took it to the town council.
So, Mr. Ncongwane, which town council now are you referring to? Is it Friede or Qwaqwa?
Imakancane ke baba ngifuna ukwazi ukuthi i-town council la uyimikise khona le ncwadi iyiphi eyase-Friede noma eyase-Qwaqwa?
I-town council yase-Friede.
Friede Town Council.
Thank you, proceed.
Qhubeka ke.
Ngase nginikeza i-mayor leyo ncwadi leyo.
I then handed over the first letter that I have drafted to the mayor.
And who was the mayor at the time?
Ngaleso sikhathi leso ubani obeka imayor?
Kusese nguyibaba uMtawung, John Mtawung.
It was still Mr. John Mutawung.
Is he still a mayor to this day?
Ungabe usese imayor kuze kube namhlanje?
Osese yiyo namanje.
That is correct, he is still a mayor.
Thank you, proceed.
Qhubeka.
Ngase ngilinda ke into engenza izinyanganyana embili.
I then waited for a period of about 2 months.
Ngahamba ngabuyela khona ngayothola feedback.
I then returned back to him to get a feedback.
But ithe mangifika ngathola ukuthi ay feedback yami ayikabibikho.
On my arrival there, I then learned that the feedback that I was expecting was not available yet or was not ready yet.
Ngase ngiphinda futhi ngibhala enye incwadi yesibini.
I drafted a second letter.
Is this still in 2011?
Unyaka kusese u-2011 njalo.
Sese uyi 2011.
That is correct.
Ayike ithe mase ngilanda ifeedback yestatement sesibili emva kwenyanga.
After a month, I went to collect the response of the second letter that I have drafted.
Ngathola ukuthi isibuyile ke impendulo yami.
I then discovered that there was a report back on my request, or of my letter.
Incwadi impendulo engayitholayo.
The response that I got, or the report back that I got,
Statement sam asizwakali.
my statement was not clear or understandable.
Ngase ngisuka ke ngokuba nginentshisekelo yalento ukuthi mayiphumelele.
Because I had an interest of this thing to succeed.
Ngaya kubaba uBheki Hadebe.
I then approached Mr. Beki Khatebe.
oyi-member ye-parliament.
He is a member of parliament.
Sorry, is that the Free State Provincial Parliament or
Mau-
the National Parliament?
Mawukhuluma ngokuthi uyimember yeparlament, ingabe uyimember yeparlament kuphi e-provincini noma lephezulu?
Ku-national.
National.
Ngithe uma ngimkhombisa le ncwadi wathi kimi cha baba Ncongwane le statement sakho sezwakala. Ngase ngibuza ke mina ukuthi ngakube yini efuneka ngiyilungisela. Wathi kimi cha hayi angazi.
I then showed him this draft or this letter that I have written. He perused it or read it and he said, no, it is understandable, it is clear. And then I asked him as to what is it that maybe I should correct from this statement. And his response was, I do not know.
Who had told you that they were unable to understand your statement or your letter?
Ubani okutshele ukuthi istatement sakho abasizwisisi noma iletter le wena uyibhalile abayizwisisi?
Ubaba umntawongile imeya.
The mayor, Mr. Mutawung.
Was this a letter? Or again, let's just get the clarification, or was it a statement?
Ingabe bekuyiletter nje wena oyincwadi nje oyibhalile noma ngabe bekuyistatement?
Kwakuyincwadi le engangibhalile.
It was a letter that I have drafted.
Had you written the letter in a language that Mr. Mtaung did not understand?
Ingabe mhlambe ulimi olusebenzisile ukubhala leya letter yakho ngenzeka ukuthi ubaba uMtawung akayizwisisanga ngenxa yolimi olusebenzisile?
Ngicinga ukuthi le ncwadi ngangiyibhalile yesibili yayikade ibhalwe ngaze ngiyibhale ngesingisi. Ngangibhalile ephezulu ukuthi requisition letter of a land.
It was in English. The letter that I have drafted, it was in English. The second letter that I have drafted, it was in English. And the heading of it, it was the requisition of the land.
So the letter that you had written to Mr. Mtaung was in English?
Kafushane nje into ishoyo ukuthi iletter le oyibhalele ubaba uMtawung ibingesilungu.
Ibingesingisi.
That is correct.
And was it Mr. Mtaung who told you that he could not understand the letter?
Manje ubaba uMtawung uye ngokwakhe semosiqobo lwakhe okutshela ukuthi akayizwisisi le letter.
Uye kanye.
Indeed.
Did you ask him on that occasion what it is that he could not understand so that you could explain it to him?
Manje ke uye wambuza ukuthi hayi mani baba uMtawung yini ongayizwisisi la ukuthi azokwazi ukukutshela kucacise umcacisele?
Ngeshwa ke akaze ngimbuze ke yena.
Unfortunately, I did not ask him.
Okay, all right, you can proceed. You were at a time when Mr. Khatebe said he did not see anything that anybody could not understand in your letter. And then what happened?
Manje ke unobaba Khatebe uthena akaboni into engazwisiseki lapha yana kwase kwenzakalana.
Ngase ngiyayithatha futhi ngaphinda ngaya kubaba uRalbenya oyi administration officer khona e-town hall.
I then took this letter, I went back with this letter to Mr. Ralibenya, who is an administrative officer at the town hall.
Uthe yena ke makangiphendula wathi ngibona ngazathi baba Ncongwane kudingeka kube bekunencwadi esupporta istatement sakho ezobe ibuya from kubantu abazokufunda abazokufunda ngemali.
He then said, Mr. Ralibenya, he then said to me after reading, after reading this letter, he then said he is of the opinion that there should be a supporting letter for the people who will be funding this project.
Yes. Then what happened from there? Did you get this?
Ayike
Kwasekwenzakalani ukusuka lapho?
Uthemva kwaloko ngase ngivele ngiphelelwa nami unembeza ngase
Mawuthuphelela unembeza usho
ngase
ukuthini baba?
ngiyeka.
I basically lost hope. I then left it like that.
Yes.
Uthe kungesikhathi singengakanani ngase ngithola umbiko ukuthi kuzovulwa idairy eFrede.
After that had happened, then I heard that they will establish or start up a dairy project in Frede.
Yes. Sorry. What I want to know, these letters that you were sending to the municipality and to the town council, was it When exactly in 2011? Was it before November or after November 2011, if you may remember?
Lama letter lawa othi wathumele laphayana e-town council, ngifuna ukwazi ukuthi lokho ukwenzenini na, ingabe beku November noma ngaphambi kwaka November, bekukunini kahle kahle?
Kwakuyinyanga kaNovember.
It was in November.
Thank you. And then the information that you had about the opening of the dairy in Friede, when was this?
Manje masowuzwa lolwazi ke lokuthi kuzovulwa i-dairy laphayana eFrede. Bese kukunini ke manje?
Kwakusekuyise isikhathi sokuqala konyaka ka2012.
It was at the beginning of the year 2012.
And where did you hear this news?
Wena ke uzizwaphi ke le indaba lo daba lolu?
Ngangilizwa ngoba sasikade sivama ukuhamba nemihlangano nje eyala yakhona lapha ekwi-local.
I would hear about it because we were attending meetings in the area or the place where we stayed.
Yes. The funding or the information that they said you should have supporting documents for funding, what was this funding?
Mabethi kuwe ke incwadi le oyibhalile mele ihambe nesinye statement esichasa le letter yakho esikhuluma ke ngemali ezokuchasa ifunding. Yini le okhuluma ngayo ekuyifunding imali?
Kusho ukuthi ngicabanga ukuthi kwakuyichaso ngiyacabanga ukuthi kwakuuchaso lolo kwakufuze mhlambe labo abangangithengela izinkomo ze ithi noma benginikeza mhlamba uthola ukuthi mhlambe nginazo inkomo ngoba igama engalithola from Mr. Albenya wathi kimi kuyahlupha ukunikeza abantu indawo kodwa bebengazi ukuthi bazoyenzana.
Well, my understanding, it's just my opinion of what he said to me. My understanding was that he meant by funding that I should have people who will buy cattle for me, because his statement was, it is pointless to give or provide a land to a person and yet that person has no play or does not have anything to do or will do in the very same land or any activities that he will perform in the land. So rather provide it if you know that this person have cattle and he will use the land.
Yes. Sorry, you said you attended meetings. So other than being a farmer at Friede, were you involved with any of the farmers' organizations?
Uthe ubuhamba imihlangano ke njengomlimi ubuhamba imihlangano kuleya ndawo yethu. Ingabe boku association ethile noma phansi kweqembu elithile?
Actually ngingathi bengade ngiyimember ku-chairperson at that time kwinhlangano yeNAFO.
At that time, I was a chairperson of an organization called NAFO.
And what does that stand for?
UNAFO ke umeleni.
National Agricultural Farmers Union.
National Agricultural Farmers Union. NAFO.
NAFO.
It's NAFO.
NAFU. And what position did you hold there?
Uthi bekuyini indima yakho idlala lapho buyini wena?
Bengu-chairperson endaweni yase-Friede.
I was a chairperson for Friede.
Thank you. Mr. Ncongwane, you then, in the statement that you furnished us, you detailed the number of meetings that you attended that were called by the government officials in Friede around 2012. Some of it overlaps with what Mr. Dhlamini has already testified about, but I want you to try and follow the chronology of events, starting with the first meeting that you attended.
Ku statement sakho ke mangifunda ukhulume ke ngama meetings amaningi ke enwahambile ke no government ukuze kuzoqalwa ke le project. Ubaba uDlamini nayo uyowakhuluma ngawo. So ngizokucela baba ukuthi uma ngabe wena usuyichaza ngalama meetings, ngicela wachaze ngendlela elandelayo ukusuka nje emeetingini yokuqala sehle kanjalo ngokulandelana.
Yes, even if you do.
Sorry, Ms. Buthelezi. I've just had a look at the statement. It does appear to me that most of the things that he says in the statement are the same as things that Mr. Dhlamini has told me about. And I'm under the impression that he was listening to Mr. Dhlamini's evidence. So I think what we may have to do is just confirm whether he had all of Mr. Dhlamini's evidence about what happened and check whether there is anything in particular that he had Mr. Dhlamini say that is not in accordance with his recollection, and then he can tell us that. And then after that, you can look at each meeting and just see if there's anything different that he says that Mr. Dhlamini didn't tell us, or that is not in accordance with what Mr. Dhlamini told us, so we don't have to go through the whole thing again.
Understood, Chair.
Yeah.
Mr. Ncongwane, you have listened to the evidence of Mr. Dhlamini. I believe you were here inside the hearing venue. You heard him detailing the number of meetings that you attended.
I'm sorry, let's first check. Were you here throughout the time yesterday and today when Mr. Dhlamini gave evidence?
Ubukhona ke la ngaphakathi ngesikhathi ubaba uDlamini enikeza ubufakazi ukusukela ngayizolo ngaso sonke isikhathi kuze kufike namhlanje.
Yebo bengikhona.
Yes, I was present.
And you were listening to his evidence?
And ubumamele lobufakazi bakhe
Yebo
makebethula.
bengilalela.
Yes, I was listening.
And will you be able to say if there is something that he said which does not accord with your recollection?
Ingabe ikhona noma kukhona akushilo.
Okay, I'm sorry. I think I need to put that afresh. When you were listening, were you able to pick up things that he was saying that do not accord with your recollection?
Njengoba ubumamele asho izinto bekezisho ingabe zikhona ezingahambelani nendlela wena okhumbula ngayo ukuthi izinto zenzeka ngakhona?
Ngingathi as from umhlangano wokuqala wakwathi semhlabunzima.
Okay, no, that's fine.
Ayikho into engingathi ngiyayihlaba la.
Okay, no.
From
I'm
the first
confusing you,
meeting,
misinterpreter. I know I'm confusing you and Mr. Ncongwane. Okay, at this stage, I just wanted to establish whether he would be able to say, yes, there may be or there might not be. Ms. Buthelez will ask her about the specific meetings if there is something that he did not recall having happened the way that Mr. Dhlamini said. So I just wanted to have an idea that he thinks he will be able to indicate if he's asked.
uChairperson bekafuna ukuzwisisa kahle ukuthi mayiseke kubuza izinto ukuthi khona izinto azichazile ubaba Dhlamini wena othi mawukhumbula ucabanga ukuthi hayi azange zenzeke kanje uzokubuza yena imibuzo bekafuna ukubona ukuthi uzokwazi ukubona lokho na bese uyakucacisa mangabe zikhona lezo zinto noma azikho.
Zizoba khona ikhona ngayiphendula leyo mbuzo leyo.
I can respond to the question.
Excellent.
There are.
Thank you very much.
matters
Then maybe you can take it from there, Ms. Buthelezi.
Thank you so much. Mr. Dhlamini, then can you just highlight those events that you recall that were not either placed on record by Mr. Dhlamini or where you understood things differently?
I'm sorry, maybe you can go according to first meeting,
Yes.
second meeting, if he's able to. And there may be things where he says, I don't remember whether they happened at the first meeting or second meeting, but let him be able to deal with them in terms of first meeting, second meeting, and so on.
Thank you, Chair.
Okay.
We'll start from the first meeting.
Sizoqala kumhlangano wokuqala ne?
Yes,
Umhlangano wokuqala
yes.
ngingathi uyikhulume kahle into yonke umhlangano wokuqala.
With regard to the first meeting, Your Worship, he was able to explain everything that happened or that transpired in the first meeting.
Is there anything you wish to add with regards to the first meeting?
Kule yokuqala ke i-meeting njengoba uchaza ukuthi ukhulume kahle kukhona nje wena ofuna ukugcwalisela kuloko?
Ayikho into engathi ngifuna ukuyigcwalisela lapha.
There's nothing to add.
Yes. And this first meeting, are you in a position to tell us when it was?
Ungakwazi kodwa ukusitshela ukuthi ibinini le mhlangano yokuqala, umhlangano wokuqala?
Umhlangano wokuqala bo early 2012. Although ngizocela ukuxolisa kwinkaso ku-chairperson. Chairperson endaweni yaseFreede or endaweni yama-beneficiary bekungabantu abadala most abantu abalapha.
Okay. The meeting was early 2012, and my apologies, Chair, may I place this on record? Most of the community members who were involved or beneficiaries in this project were elderly people.
Yes. And
I'm sorry. Was there something you wanted to say about them being elderly people, or you just wanted to make that point only?
Ufuna nje ukucacisela uchairman ukuthi azi ukuthi bekwabantu nje abadala abebathinteka noma mhlambe kukhona bofuna ukusho emva kwaloko isizathu senza ukuthi ufuna ucommissioner azi ukuthi why kwabantu abadala.
Njengoba ngithi bekunabantu abasebebadala. Abantu abadala bekungabantu abekhulela emaplazini. Inkinga yethu ukuqaleka kwale project besikade singekho aware ukuthi sohamba size sifike la kwi-commission.
As I have indicated that most of the beneficiaries were elderly people and we grew up in the farms. So when this project was initiated, we did not know that it will end up before the commission.
Manje mangisho njalo ngifuna ukuthi izinto zakhona eziningi besingazibhali. Bekungekho kwa committee kwathina bekade singalikhethanga ehlangothini lethu ukuthi kube khona abasibhalelayo.
Enilikhethile ukuthi linibhalele.
Lisibhalele.
And as a result, we were not keeping record of the activities of this project, and we did not even nominate a committee of individuals who will keep record or record every activity around this project.
Ithema kukhethwa leli committee babudlamini abakhuluma ngalo bese sinethemba lokuthi lona elosithathela yonke information noma libhale zonke izinto in details ngendlela okudingeka ngazo.
When the committee that Mr. Dhlamini made mention of in his testimony was nominated or elected, that's when we had hope that there will be record of each and every activity that might be needed around this project, that they will keep basically record of everything.
Kungako izinto ezinye efana nama date neminyaka zingasakhumbuleki kahle.
That is why other things like dates and years, we are unable to remember as to exactly when did it happen.
Kodwa zikhona izinto engengazikukula ukuthi zona besakhumbuleka ngani ngoba besakhumbula ukuthi ngonye emeetingini wokuqala kwakungubani uma sesihlala phansi meeting wesibili bekungubani lokho sikwazile ukuthi sikukhumbule.
Mawuthi kungubani ushinyanga or unyaka
umuntu obekade ehostel omhlangano.
Okay, but there are other things where when we sit down and we try to recollect of when was the first meeting and who was there or who was hosting the meeting, we would then remember.
Okay, thank you.
Siyabonga ke.
Yes, you can continue if there was still some, if you have not finished.
Manje ke kungako ngithi abantu abadala behambe basizwe yithi thina bekazade ngathi sinemibono njengabantu besikade hleze sihamba imihlangano nangaphandle.
So those who were more older than us or the elderly people will be assisted by us, those who were used to attend meetings and have opinions and share their opinions with them.
Manje engisho ukuthi che zocela ukuxolo kakhulu mayelana neminyaka nama dates. If kukhona mhlambe ukushayiseka kwama dates socela ukuthi lapho kube khona ukubekezeleka.
Okay.
Kodwa makuyinkulumo yona ikhona injengoba bekade ibabudlamini ibeka.
Regarding the dates, my apologies to you, Chair, if we do not remember the dates. The background information that I gave you is to clarify the issue of the dates and the years that events took place. But as for everything that he has said, Your Worship, it is exactly as he has explained it, Mr. Dhlamini. The only issue will be the dates and the year.
Kukhona la ngike ngezwe kuba khona isicakacaka sokuthi kungazathi akuhambeki lapha kumhlangano kaMama uAltameyer beyi-coordinator, yes. Ngizwile ucolleague wami edideka lapho. Altameyer beyi-colleague besebenza kwa-agriculture.
There was a misunderstanding where Altameyer was indeed a coordinator, but he made a mistake around her position. She was working at the agriculture department. She was the colleague.
And she was a coordinator there.
Uthi
was a
ubeka coordinator lapho.
She was a coordinator.
Indeed.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Meeting number 2,
Oh, okay, all right. She will now lead you on, she will on the various meetings, but she will ask you whether there is anything else you wanted to say about the first meeting, and when she's done, then she'll go to the second meeting.
Uzokubuza ke ukuthi ngabe kukhona ofuna ukucacisa ngomhlangano wokuqala, uma ngabe kungekho sizondlulela kumhlangano olandelayo, yena ke uye ozokuhola phambili ukuthi uthi uyezwa ngethi.
kulungile ngizwe.
I understand.
Thank you, Mr. Ncongwane. On the first meeting, is there anything that you would like to add other than what Mr. Dhlamini has told the commission?
Kumhlangano ke wokuqala, ingabe kukhona ofuna ukugcwalisela ocabanga ukuthi ubaba Dhlamini akakusho? No.
Thank you. And the second meeting,
Asidlulele manje kumhlangano wesibili.
Kumhlangano wesibili bekade mina ngingekho. Kodwa izinto eziningi bekade ngizithola ngayo ubaba Dhlamini.
The second meeting, I was not in attendance, but most of what was discussed there, I got it from Mr. Dhlamini.
yes. And what he relayed to the commission is everything that he reported to you about the second meeting at the
Manje
time.
ke lokho asitshele kona mayelana nomhlangano wesibili, yiko ngqo lokho asichazele kona la ngaphambi kobaba.
Kona yikho.
Indeed.
Thank you. Since you're not there, then let's move to the third meeting.
Asiqhubelekele manje kumhlangano wesithathu.
Is there anything that you would like to correct or to add with regards to the third meeting? This is a meeting where, according to your statement, where your ID documents were asked for by Ms. Alta Mayor.
Kumhlangano
Ima
wesithathu
kancane ke baba ngitolikele kona. Kulomhlangano lo wesithathu ke kulani achaze khona ukuthi uAlta Mayor uye wacela ke ama ID copies wena. Ngicela usichazele ke ngayo.
kumhlangano wesithathu kunjengokuba Dhlamini ethe ku-Alta Mayor ngalelo langa wafike nje wathatha nje ama-document kwaba kuphela ngoba wayekade kuphuthunywa kwakushesha.
It is exactly like Mr. Dhlamini has explained it, Your Worship. Chair, Alta Mayor came and requested that ID documents, and they were handed over, and everything was just happening in the hurry.
Yes. And do you remember roughly when it was? It's not on your statement, but if you could, even if it's a year or a month of that year, or was it beginning of the year or towards the end of the year?
Ngiyazi ke ukuthi ubuchazile ukuthi usuku neminyaka awukhumbuli, kodwa ungakwazi yini ukucabangela ukuthi bekukunini mhlambe ekuqaleni konyaka noma kuphakathi nonyaka bekukunini kahle kahle?
Uma ngingaphosisi bekusase uyu 2012 because bekusanda kusunguleka bakusanda kuqaleka i-project le.
If I'm not mistaken, it was right in the beginning of unyaka, the year 2012. It was when this project was initiated.
Did he say at the beginning of the project or the beginning of the year? I
Ngicela
didn't get that.
ungicacisele kahle baba, uthi lento yenzeke ekuqaleni konyaka noma ekuqaleni kweproject le?
Kwakuqaleka konyaka kwakuqala futhi kwayona i-project.
It was the beginning of the year and right the beginning of the project, or when the project was initiated.
Yes. And what was happening with regards to the project at that stage? Do you know if there was any construction that was started?
Manje ke ngifuna ukwazi ukuthi mayelana neproject ngokwayo uhlelo lolu bekwenzakalani, ingabe bekwakhiwa ukubonisa ukuthi kuqala iproject noma yini ebeyenzeka ebonisa ukuthi kuqala iproject manje?
Eqinisweni mina ngokwami angingasho ngithi ngezwe nje kuthiwa sekuyakhiwa kodwa mina ngesingami ukubona ngabe angiqamba ma.
Personally, Your Worship, if I say I did see the construction, I would be lying. But I heard that there was a construction which has started towards this project. But personally, I did not see that.
And sorry, you also mentioned the committee that Mr. Mahlaba spoke about on paragraph 13.
Mr. Dhlamini.
So, Mr. Dhlamini, when you deal with the second meeting, with this third meeting, was this the day in which this committee was elected?
Kulo mhlangano wesithathu ke kube nekomiti nawo okhulumile ngalo Mr Dhlamini okhulumile ngalo ingabe le komiti lakhethwa kulo mhlangano yini wesithathu?
Yebo, lakhethwa ngomhlangano wesithathu. Lapho umhlangano wesithathu wawukade uphethwe uye uAltameya futhi. Ukhetha kwakhe ikomiti wakhetha ikomiti emva kwalokho sokuba khona ama-forms. Lawo ama-forms
Komiti lakhethwa uAltameya.
lakhethwa uAltameya.
Okay, I see the witness is taking out a piece of paper. I'm not sure whether he's making reference to that, but he says, yes, in that third meeting, the committee was selected or elected, and it was selected by Altameya herself
Sorry.
in the third meeting.
If I remember, the evidence of Mr. Dhlamini was that you nominated the people that were in the committee.
Mangabe ngimzwe kahle ubaba Dhlamini uthi nina ngokwenu yini enikhethe abantu laba bebasekomitini?
Njengabantu bekade ngingathi bekade sinobuchule obuthize, sinobuhlakani obuthize. Yithi sasikhetha leyo committee together nayo Altameya.
As people who had expertise or skills in the farming, we assisted in the election of this committee together with Ms. Altameya.
Well, let's get that clear, because earlier on I understood you to say Ms. Altameya selected that committee. Did I hear you correctly?
Ngikuzwe kahle ngoba ekuqaleni uthe uAltameya uye okhethe le committee.
Altameya uyawaletha wathatha ama-IDs. Altameya okwesibili uye okhethe ikomiti.
Altameya is the one who collected the IDs from us. Altameya is the one who elected the committee.
Well, it's the second time you say she elected or selected the committee, but you have also said you are the people who elected them, but I think you said together with her. Let's try and get this clear. Did Ms. Altameya say to you at that meeting as beneficiaries, you people need to elect a committee, or did that come from you, the beneficiaries, that there should be a committee that must be elected?
Ngiyabona uyiphinda kwesibili ke into yokuthi uthi Altameya uye okhethe ikomiti leli. So ngicela ungicacisele kahle. Ingabe uAltameya uthe kini as ama beneficiaries ngizokhetha kumele
Let me
nikhethe
repeat,
ikomiti?
yeah. Did
Yes.
Ms. Altameya say to you that you as the beneficiaries should elect a committee, or was it you who came up with the idea that a committee should be elected?
All right. Umbuzo uthi ingabe uAltameya uthe mele nikhethe ikomiti noma nina njengama beneficiaries nithe kumele nibe nekomiti?
Altameya nguye wayeze ukuzokhetha ikomiti yakhethwa nguye.
She, Altameya, came to elect the committee. She is the one who selected the committee.
Did she, in that meeting, tell you the names of the people who should be members of that committee without you, the beneficiaries, having made that decision yourselves?
Ingabe ufike kuloya mhlangano wantshela amagama wabantu abazoba kule committee ngaphandle kokuthi nina kube yini enithathe leso sinqumo loso?
Cha, yena wafika nje wathi uzokhetha ikomiti ngosizo lwethu. Makube yithi esikhethayo ukuthi ngobani esibona ukuthi yena uzolanda nje ngathi amagama.
She said she came for the election of the committee with our assistance. Therefore, we should nominate the names or nominate the people or the names of the people that we want to be in the committee. So she only came for the names of the people that should be in the committee.
Did she say you must decide who must be in the committee and she would take those names.
Ingabe uthe nina yini ekumele nithathe isinqumo sokuthi abobani lawo magama lawo abantu abazoba ku committee. Yena bese uyawathatha ke lamagama nina maseniwakhethile.
Yena wayekade khona. Kwayithi esikhethanayo ukuthi ubani sifuna kube ubani ozoba simela ukwenza ukuthi nobani uzosimela ukuthi nobani uzoba yini. Ngoba sakhetha abantu abathathu kuphela.
Nakhetha nezikhundla zabo njengoba ngikuzwa kahle noma
Yebo izikhundla zabo chairperson no secretary no treasurer. Sikhethe nje abantu abathathu kuphela.
secretary, treasurer. That is correct. We nominated the names of the 3 people who were to be a part of the committee. And we also gave them the positions there. It was the chairperson, secretary, and treasurer.
Okay, Ms. Interpreter, you may just have to think about the correct word. When you nominate, it means that somebody else will still decide.
Oh.
If you select or elect, you decide.
Laphayana nibakhethile. Akusukuthi khona umuntu osazothatha isinqumo kuphelele. Anibaqokanga nje kuphela.
Sibakhethile.
We selected them.
Yes, and did Ms. Mayor accept the names that you, the beneficiaries, selected?
Manje ke uMiss Mayor wase uyabathatha ke labantu laba ekuyibona abazoba ikomiti enibakhethile nina.
Kunjani?
That is correct.
From what you have now clarified, it seems to me that you shouldn't have said that Ms. Mayor elected or selected the people, because you are the people who decided on the 3 people to form the committee.
Manje ke kuloku osokuchazile manje akumele ngabe uthe uMiss Mayor uye okhethe le committee, ngoba yini abantu enikhethe abantu abathathu abazoba kule committee. Nizikhethele nina, nizithathele nina isinqumo sokuthi sikhetha lo nalo ukuthi babe kule committee. Hayi uMiss Mayor.
Kunjalo.
That is correct.
Do you understand the difference now?
So uyayizwisisa ke manje umehluko ukuthi ukuphi?
Yes.
Yes, I do.
Yes, and Ms. Mayor simply took the names that you gave her.
Manje ke into eyenzekile la ukuthi uMiss Mayor uthathe nje lamagama nina enimnikeze wona.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chair, for the clarification. And we now know that Mr. June David Mahlaba was the chair. Who was the secretary?
Siyazi ke ukuthi uMr. June Mahlaba uye ke beka umgcini sihlalo. Ubani obeka yi secretary?
Bekulindiwe Masiteng.
Lindiwe Masiteng.
And who did you elect as a treasurer?
Okuke umgcini mafa ubani treasurer?
Beku Mkhosini.
James Mkhosini.
It's Ncongwane.
Mkhosini.
I'll spell it for the record, Chair.
Yeah.
It's Ngqosini. Ncongwane. Thank you, Mr.
Mkhosini.
Yes, let's proceed.
Yes, thank you. And what was your understanding for the selection of this committee? What was it going to do for you guys?
Wena ke ngokuzwisisa kwakho ukukhethwa kwale committee bekusho ukuthini kini beyizoyenzani le committee?
Ukukhethwa kwe committee kwakukuthi bafuze bayosimela uma behlala ama officials agriculture ehlala nanoma yini nje eyenzakalayo. Kushuthi babeba indlebe yokuthi basizwele okwenzakalayo, then babuye bahlanganise basitshela ukuthi kuhanje kwathiwa kuze sazi ukuqhubekala neTherini.
They were going to be our representatives whenever there's meetings with agriculture officials, be our eyes and ears on any activities around this project, and come back and report to us.
And did that happen?
Kwenzekile yini lokho?
Bangekwenzeke ngishona kanye.
It did not even happen even once.
Thank you. In the same...
I'm sorry. Did you continue to see members of this committee over time? And if you did did you not ask them what is happening? You are not reporting back to us. Why?
Benibabona yini labantu ngaso sonke isikhathi and niye nababuza yini ukuthi why ningasirepoteli back izinto and kungani ningasinikezi i-report back?
Eqinisweni uLindwe Masiteng njengomuntu obekade edayisa besiya esimbona. Kepha ekumbuzeni ethi kithi besihlezi no Alta. Kepha uthe kufuneka sinitshele ezinye zezinto kodwa asikatholi isikhathi sokuza kini.
Mawuthi bekedayisa
Udayisa ukudla, bedayisa amagwinya, udayisa ama plates
so bekanitshela nje manimbone ema plate nje kuphela.
kuphela nje.
May I place it on record, Chair, that Lindiwe Masiteng, the chairperson, she had a business, she was selling food. So we will meet her on that level, Your Worship, when we interacting in her business. She will say there are things to tell you, but we will sit with Alta and there are things that we must tell you, but there's no time yet to sit down and tell you about those things.
What about the other members of the committee? Did you see them from time to time and ask them, why are you people not reporting back to us what is happening?
Asibaye asindluleke kuLindiwe ayisho kunalabo abanye ababili wako committee bona ke bekwenzeka yini nibabone mhlambe esikhathini nje bese niyababuza ke ukuthi yindaba ningasirepoteli yindaba ningasinikezi report back.
Ngeshwa mina ke lo engangade kuvama ukumbona kwakuba uLindwe Masiteng.
Unfortunately, the only member of the committee Your Worship I would see or interact with is Lindiwe Masiteng.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ncongwane. So the two other members, Mr. Mahlaba and Mr. Mkhosini, were they locals? Were they from Friede or were they from the other parts of Pumelela municipality?
Bona ke laba babili uMahlaba noNcosini ingabe nabo benibuya endawoni yinye nabo noma mhlambe umasipala lo waseFriede and what's the other place?
Or were they from either Warden or Memel?
Oh mhlambe bona bebebuya ngaphandle njengaseMemel.
Bayizingane zalapha ekhaya eFriede.
They are also from Friede.
Thank you.
Why did, if they were also staying within Friede, why didn't the leadership of the Friede chapter of the African Farmers Association go to one or both of them and confront them and say, why are you people not coming back to report to us?
Manje ke uma ngabe bekuyingane zalapha eFriede njengoba uchaza manje ke iAfrican Farmers Association yindaba ningayanga nayo babuza ukuthi kutheni ningasirepoteli omunye wenu lapha konhlakane nemthume ukuthi ayobabuza ukuthi yini singayitholi report back.
Kwakungesebuhle emehlweni abo ukuthi singalokho siya kulabo abantu ngoba babe sebesibalekele kwakungelula ukuthi beze futhi.
It was not easy for them to come to us because they were basically giving us a running away from us. So it was not easy to have this conversation with them.
Okay.
So they were avoiding you in other words.
Yes.
Thank you. And in the same paragraph 13, you mentioned that when you did not get any reports, you became concerned and you reported, or you took your concerns to the media. When was the first time you reported this matter to the media?
Othike mase ningasatholi ke i-report back nina ngaphatheki kahle naphazamiseka nje yaniphazamisa into ungatholi i-report nase niyayithatha ke le nto niyinikisa kwabamaphephandaba bekukunini ke leso sikhathi leso mase nithatha ke niyodlulisa ke ukungaphatheki kahle kwenu ngale nto ukuphazamiseka kwenu ni-report nini
Lapha ku 2013
around 2013.
And what was happening? What was your main concern when you raised this issue with the media in 2013?
Bekuyini kakhulu into benikhala ngayo eyenza ukuthi nigcine nibiza no reporter lento kuba amaphephandaba. Okuyiyona yona into benikhala ngayo.
Kahle abamaphepha beza no doctor we DA.
Doctor
Hadebe.
Igama lakhe. Okay, Dr. Hadebe.
Uye oweza ne Mail and Guardian.
The person who brought the media to us, it was Dr. Hadebe from DA. He's the one who came with Mail and Guardian.
Remember, Ms. Buthelezi, we just want to see what it is that he wants to tell us that's different from what Mr. Dhlamini told us. I mean, a lot of these things are unlikely to be controversial.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll proceed, Chair.
Yeah, so I just focus on establishing from him those things that he wants to tell me, which Mr. Dhlamini might not have covered,
Yes.
or those things that Mr. Dhlamini covered, but he has a different recollection of what happened.
Understood.
Otherwise, I don't want us to go through the same thing in circumstances where it's unlikely to be disputed.
Thank you, Chair. Other than what we have already told us with regards to the third meeting and the election of beneficiaries, what else would you like to tell us that wasn't told by Mr. Dhlamini when he gave his evidence earlier on?
Ngaphandle ke kwaloko sositshele kona ke mayelana nomhlangano wesithathu nokukhethwa kwekomiti, yini okunye ufuna ukusitshela kona ucabanga ukuthi mhlawumbe ubaba Dhlamini yena akakushongo?
Ngikhumbula ukuthi ukuza kwe-DA kwaku 2015.
I remember the visit by DA. The year was 2015.
Hang on 1 second. She's asking you only in relation to the third meeting.
Loko ke baba ulonto ayibuzile ubuza mayelana nomhlangano wesithathu.
No, angiyengesekho lo bese ngiyakuloko ukuthi yini enye engiyaziyo.
Okay, I wanted to tell the chairperson about the other things that I know.
Yes, no. The question was whether there is anything that Mr. Dhlamini did not cover in relation to the third meeting, or that he covered, but you have a different recollection in regard to the third meeting. Once you have dealt with that, she will move on to something else.
Okay, asihlale kumhlangano lo wesithathu. Umbuzo ke lo beke ubuzile ukuthi yini ocabanga ukuthi ubaba Dhlamini uyishila kayishongo imayelana nomhlangano lo wesithathu. Sizodlulela kokunye kona. Asihlale nje la emhlangano wesithathu. Kukhona yini ocabanga ukuthi ubaba Dhlamini ukushila kakushongo mayelana nezinto ezayenzeka emhlanganweni wesithathu?
Covered.
Everything is covered.
Thank you.
Okay, I think move to the fourth meeting.
Yes, let's move to the fourth meeting.
Sesiyake kumhlangano wesine ke manje.
Yes, this is when the meeting that was also attended by Ms. Altameyer. Is there anything that you would like to add from what Mr. Dhlamini told us already?
Kulo mhlangano wesine ke uAltameyer nayo Miss Altameyer ubekhona nakhona ingabe khona ucabanga ukuthi ubaba Dhlamini ukushiyile kulo mhlangano wesine ofuna ukugcwalisela wena?
Umhlangano wesine mayelana ne-FDC angisho.
The fourth meeting is about the FDC, isn't it?
Yes.
Yebo baba.
Kulo mhlangano mina ngangengekho ngiseThekwini.
In that meeting I was not present. I was in Durban.
So what is contained in the statement is what was reported to you by Mr. Dhlamini, is that correct?
So loku okula mayelana nomhlangano wesine iloku wena okutshelwe ubaba Dhlamini.
Yeah, kunjalo.
Yes, correct.
Okay, then let's move to the fifth meeting.
The fifth meeting?
Did you attend the fifth meeting?
Umhlangano wesihlanu ke wona ingabe uye wabakhona kuwo?
Ubaba Ace Mahashule.
Good. At the time when Mr. Ace Mahashule was in the meeting?
Yes.
Yebo baba.
Ubaba Ace Mahashule ayekade ngenanto ethina bekade izise lapha.
Nothing much was
Ngicabanga
said.
ukuthi ubaba Dhlamini
brought by-
ngendlela ibeke ngayo injalo.
Nothing much was brought or said by Mr. Mahashule on that day. It is exactly like what Mr. Dhlamini has explained it.
Yes.
Kuphela nje into engayisho ngathi mina kodwa kulo mhlangano noma bengikhona angikhonanga mina nabanye ukuya eDerry ngoba itransport yayikade isokolisa.
Though I was amongst the group which was there on the day of the meeting with Mr. Mahashule, but I'm one of the people who remained behind because of the transport. So I did not go to this dairy itself, the project, where the project was.
There was not enough transport.
So they cannot transport, there was not enough transport.
Okay.
Thank you, Chair. Then you deal with other meetings that followed. The first one being the meetings that was with MEC Mamiki Qabate.
Hasiye ke lawa kule eminye imihlangano yokuqala ile kwakuno MEC uMamiki Qabate.
Is there anything you wish to add?
Ingabe ikhona kule meeting la kwakuno MEC uMamiki Qabathi ofuna ukuyigcwalisela? No,
Ilungile.
that's fine.
Yes. And then the next meeting that you deal with is a meeting with Mr. You're saying it's Modiba, but Chair, the correct surname is Madiba. It's an official from the department.
Okay, all right. Let's
you.
ask him this question. You have confirmed that you listened to Mr. Dhlamini's evidence. You remember that?
Uyakhumbula ukuthi uye wavuma ukuthi
Ngilalele.
ubukwalela ufakazi bakababa uDlamini? We have, yes, I did.
There are other meetings that Mr. Dhlamini spoke about. Is there anything that he said about those meetings, if you did attend them, that doesn't accord with your recollection, or that he did not cover that you wish to cover?
Kunamanye ama meetings ke alandele wonke lawo manje sesikhulume ngawo ubaba Dhlamini akhulumile ngawo. Ingabe kukhona akushilo mayelana nalawo ma meeting alandele lawo manje sesikhulumile ngawo ocabanga ukuthi ubaba Dhlamini ukushile akakushongo ofuna uchairperson azi ngakho?
Ebengikade ngingakhuluma ngako meeting kababa Madiba.
What I can talk about, Your Worship, it's the meeting with Mr. Madiba.
What's the correct spelling?
It's M-A-D-I-B-A. It's not
Oh,
M-O. Yes.
Okay,
Thank you.
all right. Thank you. Tell us about that meeting.
Okay, sitshele ke ngalawo mhlangano kababa Madiba.
Ukufika kwaMadiba, no matter wafika nje emva kwesikhathi esesedlulile isikhathi.
Mawuthi ufika
Wafika emva kwesikhathi ayekade sibekile.
Oh, okay. Ufike late.
Ufike late ekwindlu ye meeting
Okay.
kwivenue.
Oh,
Kepha ebengafikanga late Ephraim. Wahamba wayoqala etown hall ngathini eofficeini leMayor. Bake bayoqala babamba umhlangano khona for okwesikhashana mhlawumbe into engenza 1.5 hour.
Okay, what happened is, to talk about the meeting with Mr. Madiba, there was a venue where the meeting was held, but he delayed coming to the venue where the meeting was to take place. He started at the mayor's office in the town hall for a private meeting which lasted about 1.5 hours.
Kuthe mabasuka lapho bayeza sebeza na iMayor nabo babukhobeni nabanye ama officials alapha eTown Hall.
And then after that, they then all came together. It was Mr. Madiba, the mayor, Mr. Kobeni, and the other officials who were there.
So njenge meeting yayikade ibizwe yithi ubaba Mdiba wayekade ibizwe yithi nobaba Dhlamini.
The meeting was called or hosted by us, myself and Mr. Dhlamini. So we called him into a meeting.
Uthe yena makafika emhlanganeni wafike wazithathela umhlangano kwasengazathi uye obekade bize meeting.
On his arrival at the venue, he then took over the meeting as if he was the one who called the meeting.
Akwangasiphatha kahle lokho.
That did not sit well with us.
So ubaba Dhlamini kuthe mase kufika isikhathi sokuthi manje sebeyabuza. Wabuza ukuthi kahle
bona.
ubaba Dhlamini. Wabuza ukuthi ngakube le meeting ibizwe yini noma ibizwe yithi yini.
Then there was now, it was now time for questions. Then Mr. Dhlamini asked the question, who called the meeting? Is it you who called the meeting, or is it us who called the meeting?
Ngani ngoba bekunento besihlelile for ukuthi sifuna ukubuza kuleyo mhlangano.
Because we had an agenda, we had questions that we wanted to put in that meeting.
Okay, emveni kuba bezwe lokho bayahlehla ke bathi okay kulungile asiqhubekeni ngemeeting njengoba bekade nihlelile.
After that question was asked, they then admitted to say, okay, let us proceed with the meeting in the way that you have planned it, or according to your agenda.
Ngeshwa ubaba Dhlamini waseyaduba ngaleso sikhathi waseyahamba.
It was at that stage, unfortunately, when Mr. Dhlamini then walked away from the meeting.
Sase siyasala ke siyabuza ke thina ukuthi kahle sisesengama beneficiary noma akasisesiwo yini. Kepha uma kuukuthi sisesengama beneficiary ngizoba nombuzo.
We then asked the question, are we still beneficiaries to this project? And if indeed we are still the beneficiaries, then I personally have a question.
Noma mhlambe sesingasiwa ama beneficiaries still ngisazoba nombuzo.
Even if I'm being told that we are no longer beneficiaries to this project, I still have a question to ask.
Ngase ngiyamcela ke ubaba Madiba njengomuntu okuyena ubekade simbizile ukuthi baba Madiba sicela ukuthi please kulo meeting ngani ngoba uyabona abantu abadala labo.
Then I requested Mr. Madiba, because he's the one that we have invited into the meeting, that please consider that there's elderly people in this meeting.
So sicela ukuthi kulo mhlangano mawungasebenzisi ipolitiki usiphendule ngokwendlela futhi usiphendule ngayo.
Then we requested him not to be political when responding to issues. Just respond clearly without being political about the issues that we want to get clarity on.
Kuthe mayisisuka lapho kwase kuba khona abanye ababuzayo ukuthi kahle kahle le deal eye government noma emhlanganweni kubuza omunye walapha Ephraim uyabuza ukuthi lo mhlangano le project ngabe eye government noma is it a private?
And then one of the community members asked a question, which was from Friede, asked a question as to whether is this project a government project or is it a community project?
Wase yaphendula wathi hayi lokuzana project ka government.
His response was, no, it is a government project.
Kuthe mayiswa lapho kwase kubuza omunye umuntu wasememela ukuthi ngakube mhlawumbe thina sizoba ama beneficiary njalo wena mangabe ufika enye nenye chief director mayifika sizoba qalisa sokuqalisa kabusha yini ubhalisa.
Angizwisisi kahle baba lapho.
Kusho
I
ukuthi
have got clarity, Worship, I did not understand that.
Emveni kombuzo okade inkulumo ekade ishiwe uye ubaba Madiba. Omunye wabuza ukuthi sizoba ngama beneficiary sokuqalisa ukubhalisa kabusha njalo makufika ama extension chief director amashayini na.
And then the next question after the question which was asked is one person from, or community member from Memel asked a question if, are we still beneficiaries? Or each time when there's a chairpersons coming to attend, chief directors attending a meeting, we'll have to re-register our names or register our names each time that they come, or are we beneficiaries towards this project? Or each time when new people come to a meeting, chief directors come to a meeting, we have to re-register as beneficiaries.
Mr. Ncongwane, please make us understand what Mr. Madiba said to you on that meeting.
Ngicela usichazele kahle ke ukuthi ubaba Madiba kahle kahle uye wathini kini kule meeting.
Ubaba Madiba ufike wachaza ukuthi yini beneficiary.
He explained as to what is a beneficiary.
Wachaza nokuthi yena uyafika la efieldini yokuba chief director so akazi ukuthi kwenzakalani la.
He even explained as to the fact that he was still new in this position of being a chief director, so he's not familiar with the activities around the project.
Okungokunye ke akubanga kusaba khona kusho wabeka lezo zinto
Those are
ezimbili.
the only two issues he touched on, no any other matters.
So the issue of the beneficiaries re-registering when a new chief director is appointed, where did that come from?
So leyo ukuthi njalo makukhethwa uchief director omusha kumele nibhalise futhi kabusha as ama beneficiaries ibisuke laphi?
Kwakuwumbuzo kwakuyinkulumo eyayikade iphume kuya ngani ngoba ethi yena uyafika. Bathi uyafika la efieldini so akazi ukuthi kwenzakalani ngani ngoba yena akakazi.
It's because of what he said, Mr. Madiba himself, that he was new in the position, so he was not familiar with the activities around that project. Hence, that question came up.
Wacela nokuthi uzocela ukuba masenze mafuna kwenziwe iscreening.
Screenings.
Kuqale kucheckwe abantu ukuthi ngakube kunabantu abadala noma kunabantu abanama cases noma kucheckwe ukuthi akukho abantu abanama abasebenzayo yini.
He even said that there should be a screening that beneficiaries, screening of the beneficiaries to be done. Like, are there any elderly people in amongst the beneficiaries? Are those that have cases? Abanani futhi?
nabanye abasebenzayo.
And if there are those who are employed, kwenye indawo,
Kwezinye
employed somewhere else.
Yes, and what else transpired during that meeting?
Okunye futhi okwenzekile kuyo lo mhlangano.
Okunye akubanga kusaba bikho from esayidini la uMadiba.
Not from Mr. Madiba, there was nothing else
Did,
that happened.
did you or anybody among the beneficiaries ask him why he needed beneficiaries to be screened?
Uye one
And
person-
why it was relevant whether beneficiaries were elderly people and whether some of them were employed elsewhere? Did you ask him what was the relevance of those factors?
Nimbuzile ukuthi ibaluleke ngani into yokuthi mele niscreenwe as ama beneficiaries. Njengokuthi kunabantu abadala, kunabasebenza somewhere, kunabanama case. Nimbuzile ukuthi ibaluleke ngani lo nto le.
Kahle kahle umbuzo mina engawuraise ukuthi ngakube iscreening senziwa emva kwesikhathi esingakanani ideri iqaliwe. Ngoba ngase ngibona ukuthi
Seyiqaliwe
unyaka wesithathu ideri irana. Kepha
My-
uma kuzokwenza iscreening.
My question was, when should this screening should have taken place or should have taken place, because already at that time the dairy was running or already in functioning. So I wonder if I get it right. So can I just?
Okay. I think he said the dairy had been running for 3 years.
3 years.
3
Did
years.
you say that, Mr. Ncongwane?
Usho nje
Yebo.
ukuthi dairy vele bisisebenza for 3 years.
Ifrindala.
Yes, I
Ifrindala.
said so.
And what was the answer that you were given?
So when amasobuza ke ukuthi uyenzwa nini kanti le screening ngoba idairy vele siyarana for 3 years, yena wasuphendula uthini?
Kahle kahle impendulo ayibanga khona lapho ngani ngoba uma thatha sithina sibheka uba Madiba wayekade ephushelekile ukuza kulomhlangano kwakungesuku ukuthi nguye uze ngenhloso.
Nothing further was said, but there was no response. Nothing further was said after that. And Mr. Madiba was forced to attend that meeting. We called, it's not like he came there voluntarily into a meeting. We had summoned him to attend or called him to attend the meeting.
Well, we'll go back to what was discussed at the meeting and how the meeting ended. But let me find out, what was the purpose for you calling him to the meeting?
Benimbizelani sizobuyela emuva emhlanganweni lo. Benimbizelani bekuyini isizathu sokuthi nimbize meeting?
Kunento ekade sisihlupha no matter sasingakhona ukuthi sihlanganise ama beneficiary as a whole. Sasihlushwa isikhathi
Isikhathi-
emveni kwe-FDC isinyamalele.
We had concerns, like time. Mauti FTC nyamalele usho ukuthini?
Kusho ukuthi ingezi kithi since ayikade ikize kithi.
The concern was the time that has lapsed, of the FTC having consulted or come to us, visiting us or coming back to us.
Did you say that your concern was the time that had lapsed since the FDC had taken over, but without them having consulted with you?
So ukhuluma ngokuthi isikhathi sesaphela bathathele ulawulo kubo bangazange babuye kini bazokhuluma nani njengama beneficiaries. Ukhuluma lokho.
Njengokuthi wayekade babekade bethembisa ukuthi bazobuya in 2 weeks time kulabo
I-FTC.
babekhona emhlangano FTC. Yes,
They promised to come back to those who were in the meeting 2 weeks,
2 weeks time.
in 2 weeks' time, and they did not return.
And about how much time had lapsed by the time you called Mr. Madiba to come to the meeting?
Bese kuphele isikhathi esingakanani ke mase nithatha isinqumo sokubiza uMr Madiba emhlanganweni?
Kwase kuyisikhathi ucishe unyaka noma nento wawusuphelile ngani ngoba le mihlangano ayikade ingahlali unyaka wonke singahlali.
Quite a while, a year. I'm assuming it's a year, because these meetings were not sitting constantly after after each meeting. So it was almost a year or a year.
Or more than a year?
Mhlambe ngenzeka
Yeah.
ukuthi more than unyaka. Correct.
Okay, thank you.
Enye into ayikade sihlupha sahlushwa ukuthi laba abantu bathathe ama ID copies ethu ukuthi bayovula ini ngani ngoba thina sizuzi lutho la kusena kwenza ukuthi bazuzele into ama ID copies ethu Emva kwalokho thina sibone sigijinyiswa uSARS.
Another problem that, or concern that we have was about the people who took our IDs. We did not know where were they going to use our IDs or what exactly were they going to do with our IDs. And because we're not benefiting anything from that. And the concern was, what if thereafter we have a problem with SARS since they took our IDs?
That is with the South African Revenue Service.
Ukhuluma ngo
Yebo.
South African Revenue Service, laba collector in there.
Yebo.
Correct.
Yes, okay. So you wanted Mr. Matiba to come and explain or give you answers to these questions.
Manje ke nina benifuna ke ubaba uMadiba eze azonikeza impendulo kule mibuzo emayelana nalokho.
Kunjalo.
Correct.
Did you ask these questions?
Kona ke nizibuzile ke le mibuzo.
Lezi kaSARS azange sizibuze. Sabuza nje ukuthi ngakube mhlambe sisengama beneficiary noma cha.
Regarding the concern that we have with South African Revenue Service, no. We only asked if are we still beneficiaries to this project or not.
Okay, and what else was discussed at the meeting that you haven't covered yet, and how did the meeting end?
So le meeting ke ebenibile nayo laphayana, yini enye eyaxoxwa futhi yaphela kanjani?
Kusho ukuthi emva kwalokho ukuthi ebuzekele umbuzo akubanga kusababikho enye inkulumo okusalayo kwase kuba yikuthi wathembisa ukuthi ngicela ukuthi ongenani nina nizibhalise kabusha emva kokuba senizibhalise
Njengama
kabusha
beneficiaries.
njengama beneficiaries wasecela ukuthi ongenani mas postpone le meeting siphinde sihlale futhi ngenyanga kaDisemba.
Nothing much was discussed after that. What he suggested that since he was new in his position, rather we re-register as beneficiaries and then we have the meeting be postponed until December.
Did you agree to re-register as
Niye
beneficiaries?
navuma ukubhalisa kabusha njengama beneficiaries?
Kumunye wabantu wama beneficiary wasememela wabuza ukuthi ngakube kuzaba safike i-chief director entsha sibhalise mawusuka kufika omunye siphinde sibhalise yini.
It was at that stage when this person or community member from Memel asked the question, is it going to be a situation where when there's a new chief director we'll have to re-register as beneficiary, or what's going to be the position?
Yes, but was the issue resolved or the meeting was postponed without having resolved the
Manje
issue?
ke after lo mbuzo lo i-meeting yayenze njani, yalungisa resolving this question or dissolving the meeting?
Yes, of being beneficiaries and re-registering.
Yase yaphendulwa yini leyo nto leyo ukuthi abuze lo ukuthi ngabe mele sibhalise ngaso sonke isikhathi kuza u-chief director omusha noma kwenzakala?
Ayizange phenduleke nale.
There was no response towards that question.
Okwenzakalayo kwaba yiko nje ukuthi ke sinikezwe ukuthi kuzophinde uxoxa futhi makubinde kuhlangana.
What was said is that we will have further discussions when we meet again.
Yes.
Did another meeting take place between the beneficiaries and Mr. Matiba?
Yase iba khona yini ke meeting enye phakathi kwenu nina ma beneficiaries
Ayibanga.
kanye nobaba uMutiba?
Abanga khona kulo nyaka nangonyaka ozayo waqala kwaze kwaba inyanga yesithathu. Saphinda futhi thina
Enyangeni wesithathu yabakhona.
enyangeni isithathu saphinde saya futhi kwa agriculture kuyocela ukuthi basize ukuthi kwenzakalani.
There was not in that year. Until the following year in March, we then approached agriculture, or we went to agriculture to find out as to what is happening. So we went personally there to find out what is happening.
Kepha zange sithola impendulo. Kwathola ukuthi manje uMadiba kwaba ukuphela kwakhe endaweni.
Mawuthi kuphela kwakhe endaweni kusho endaweni
Kwaba
kusho
ugcina kwakho kumbona kwethu.
ukuthi- That was the last time. We did not get any response on when we went there to find out as to what was happening in March. No response that we got, and that was the last time we saw Mr. Madiba.
Yes. Okay, thank you.
You said at that stage it has been 3 years since the dairy started operating. Should I assume that it was around 2016?
Uthi bese kuphele iminyaka emithathu ke iqalile ukusebenza le dairy project.
I hope so,
So
because
ngicabangela ukuthi sesikhuluma manje ngonyaka waka 2016.
I hope so because FDC was there in 2015. Nyanga ka 11.
I think so, but the words he uses, I hope so, because FTC was already in existence by 2015.
Okay, thank you. And then there is another meeting that you make reference to that was attended by Dr. Masiteng. It's in paragraph 20 of your statement. You're saying it's 2013, 2014. I believe you wanted to make a correction there.
Laphayana kube nomhlangano ke la bekhona uDr Masiteng ukhuluma ke ngo2013 nango2014 ngicabanga ukuthi khona into ofuna ukuyilungisa lapho.
Ngifuna ukulungisa leya date ibe wrong le ya 2013 2014.
I wish to correct the date. That date is not correct. The 2013-2014 date is not correct.
And what could be your estimate there?
Wena ke ucabangela ukuthi bekukunini?
I think like 2017.
I think it was somewhere in 2017.
Wait.
Wait.
Masiteng. No, not 2017.
Not 2017, no. It's not 2017.
Ngicabanga ukuthi bekula 2018.
I think it was somewhere in 2018.
So it's very recent.
Into eqeda engasikudala yenzekile.
Ayisekudala.
Correct. It's just
Thank you.
recent.
We understand that you are not committing to times, as you have explained earlier, that you are not keeping records. But I'm interested of whether did Mr. Dhlamini cover everything that happened during this meeting with Dr. Masiteng?
Ngiyazi ukuthi kahle kahle usichazele ukuthi usuku neminyaka usayikhumbuli kahle. Manje umbuzo wami olandelayo uthi ingabe ubaba uDhlamini uye wakusho konke okwenzekile lapha emhlanganweni obono Dr. Masiteng? Yes, he explained everything.
Did you attend this meeting?
Wena ubukhona yini kulomhlangano?
Ngangikhona.
Yes, I was.
And then you then deal with the meeting that was with the DA. Do you remember when this meeting was?
Ukhulumeke ngomhlangano oye waba ne-DA uyakhumbula kona ukuthi yona lo umhlangano ubunini?
Lo mhlangano we-DA wokuqala saba nawo ngo-2015.
The first meeting we had with
August,
DA.
23 August.
It was in 2015-23 August. That's the first meeting we had with DA.
Lapho i-DA yaqala yasibuza ukuthi siyazi ukuthi besibizwa ngwani igama le-project belibizwa ngokuthini ekuqaleni na.
They asked us as to whether were we aware of the name of the project initially when it was initiated. What was the name of the project?
Yes, so the information you're giving us now was not covered by Mr. Dhlamini, is that correct?
Leyo nto leyo ikhuluma ayizange ikhulunywe ubaba
Yes,
Dhlamini.
proceed.
Okay, qhubeka.
Kwase kuwukuthi i-DA yasitshela ukuthi sasikade sibizwa ngokuthi ke Muhuma Mubung le project yayi Muhuma Mubung.
Muhuma Mubu.
Mubung.
Mubu. Ngicela ungiphindele.
Mubung.
Mubung.
Sabathini.
Okay.
Secondly, kwaba yi-Friede Dairy.
Okay, the first name was
Muhuma Mubung.
Mubung. And then
The
that
second
was the
name-
first name of the project. And then now there was a second name, which is
Friede Dairy.
Friede Dairy.
Dairy.
Hmm.
Lesithathu kwaba Community Dairy.
Then the third name was now Community Dairy.
Onke lamagama mayishintshwa. Sasingazi thina.
All these names, when they were changed, we were not aware.
Sasibona nje sekuthiwa Muhuma Mubung Friede Dairy ko 11 yonke lento le singayazi ukuthi ishintsha nini makwenze njani.
Basically, we were never consulted about the name changing of this dairy project. 1 minute we would see that is Muhuma Mubung, the next thing it's Friede Dairy Product, and the next thing it's Community Dairy. As to what was influencing the changes of the names, we didn't know.
Emva kwalokho ke i-DA yaphinde yasitshela ukuthi amandiya mayihamba la. Kodwa although ayingakahambi wonke ngayo 2015. Ayikade ethole imali engango 2 point something million
2.5
ama-shares awo.
million.
Yep.
Ubani osho kanjalo?
I-DA.
Then DA told,
Mr. Roy lo bekade khona.
Mr. Roy from DA then told us that there were Indians who were involved in this project. They left the project in 2015, but he told us that they have shares into the project to the amount of 2.5 million.
Basebuza ke uRoy ukuthi kahle kahle ipi imali yama beneficiaries ase South Africa.
Abuza,
Ebuza emhlanganweni
Roy-
ewawukade bewuholdile eParliament.
Your Worship, I need clarity now in terms of this meeting.
Yes,
Miss-
okay, all right. You had a meeting with Mr. Jankelson, Mr. Roy
Nibe
Jankelson,
nomhlangano
is that
no Mr.
correct?
Jankelson, ngabe kunjalo?
Yebo.
That is correct.
What did he say to you?
Utheni kini?
Kahle uRoy wasichazela ukuthi ukusunguleka kwaleya theory ayibanga semthethweni ayisungulekanga ngendlela right.
He explained to us about when this project was initiated, it was not legitimate, it was not done procedurally.
Akuzange kulandelwe iprocedure yokuthi kuqaleke kiwe eParliament yokuqala.
They did not follow procedure because it was supposed to be initiated from the parliament like first.
Kube njenge-project enkulu kwakufuze ngabe i-project yavunywa i-committee yaseParliament.
It was first supposed to be, as it promulgated in parliament first. I'm not sure if the term is that, approved in parliament first, since it was a big project.
Since kuyi-project enkulu. Kwathi mayisuka lapho kwasekutholakala ukuthi manje mabemnikeza lama beneficiary amandiya. Wasebuza uRoy ukuthi mbuzile mina ngathi apha ama-beneficiaries South Africa.
Meaning, banikezele amandiya as ama-beneficiary, noma banikeze uhlala ama-beneficiaries to amandiya. Anguzwisisi kahle lapho.
Lapho laba ababekade bengasesihlokweni like omsebenzi zwane ibona bahambisa uhla lolu
Lama-beneficiaries.
le project eParliament. So uRoy wayekade khona lapho kulomhlanga.
Okay, Msebenzizwane and them, those who were leading the project, they took the list to parliament. But I'm not sure, Your Worship, I need clarity whether the list is the list of beneficiaries.
No, bekungesi list yama-beneficiary babehambisa i-project yayikade ingena
The
name list.
proposal, they took the proposal to parliament, those who were leading the project, they then took it to parliament. Msebenzizwane was one of them, all right?
Leo ithi mabathula lelo kuzana eParliament kwathola ukuthi ama-beneficiary ayekade lapho kwakungama-beneficiary amandiya.
When this draft of a proposal was taken to parliament, it was then discovered that those who were, the beneficiaries in that project were Indian people.
Kutholakala ukuthi uRoy makabheka ubona ama-Indian azo benefita kule project but abeka abantu abamnyama.
He then, Roy Jankelson, noticed that from this proposal draft, it was the Indian people who were going to benefit from this project, but not black people from South Africa.
It's whereby uRoy avese wabuza wathi la ngiyabona ama-project ama-beneficiary amandiya apha ama-beneficiary abantu abamnyama.
It was when Mr. Jankelson questioned as to why are the beneficiaries of this project are Indian people, where are the black people?
Kwathola ukuthi awekho ama-beneficiary abantu abamnyama.
Only to discover that there was none.
Uthe makusuka lapho ke uRoy waseyasitshela ke ngoba leso sikhathi ezakithi kwakuyisikhathi lapho amandiya ekade sekuyisikhathi sokuthi ayaphuma kwi-dairy.
Ayaphuma kule project.
Asephuma ku-dairy. Isikhathi ayekade ezositshela
When
ngaso.
Mr. Jankelson was informing us about this information, it was at the stage when these Indian people were leaving the project.
Wasesitshela ukuthi amandiya athole ama-shares ayimali engango-2 point something million.
And then he informed us that these Indian people, since they are leaving the project, their shares that they got from this project are according to him, 2 point something million.
Wasebuza ke ukuthi apha ama-shares abantu abamnyama angazi wayedwa ebuza kodwa ngiyethemba ayibuza kule office elikade lidila ngama-shares.
And then he was asking from an office that dealt or was dealing with the shares and said, where are the shares of the black people?
So wasethola ukuthi mabamphendula bathi nanka ama-shares ama-beneficiary amnyama and then it was 91 million.
It was basically the shares of the black beneficiaries. And then they said, here they are, they were 91 million for the black beneficiaries.
Iwona ke mhlangano engithi sasika uDA yayikade sibambele wona ngo 2015 23 August.
That was the meeting we held with DA the year 2015 in August.
Yes. Chair, I could see we are already into lunch.
Yes, that's fine, but I want us to finish with the witness so that when we come back, we have another witness.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chair. Yes, there was,
Is that all you wanted to tell us about that meeting?
Yiko okonke obufuna ukusitshela kona mayelana naleyo meeting.
Iyakuphelele la.
That's all, yes.
yes.
Okay. Is there anything else that Mr. Dhlamini did not cover that you think is important to tell me?
Ingabe kukhona okunye ocabanga ukuthi uBaba Dhlamini akakushongo and officer ukukutshela uchairman?
Cha.
No.
Ubaba Dhlamini ukhulume cishe konke.
He covered almost everything.
Bekade ashiye lokho kuphela.
That is the only thing that he did not mention.
Okay.
Thank you. Chair, I just need to ask him a few questions.
Yeah?
Yes. Have you ever been to the dairy farm yourself?
When uke waya kuyo leya farm leya, i-dairy farm leya?
Ngiye ngesikhathi kwakade kukhona iDA ekubeni ngayizolo beku Mr Masiteng.
So uye nini kula?
Ngiye neDA no my man.
I went there at the time when there was DA and Mr. Maimane. And then the following day, there was going to be a visit
No,
from...
not the following day. Ngayizolo
Oh, the previous day.
beku
Okay.
Mr Masiteng.
So ubukhona nalapho noma bowungekho lapho. Ubukhona ngazo zoyi.
Bengikhona konke lomhlangano.
Okay, I went Gaitu a day. Uye Gaitu ngamanye amagama. I went twice when there was Mr. Masiteng at day. Sorry, then I don't get it. Can I? Ngicela ungicacisele uye waya yini wena a day?
Ngiye the day kukhona iDA.
I went on the day when there was DA.
And you were saying the previous day you had a meeting with Dr.
So
Masiteng.
ngosuku olandelela ngayizolo kwakhona beninomhlangano no Mr. Masiteng. Yes.
Yes. Was it the first time you were at the dairy?
So bowuqala ngalolo suku kuba se day.
Yebo.
Yes.
Yes.
Have you subsequently been to the dairy?
Uye waya egcineni ku dairy.
Ngine ngiye.
Yes.
No. Subsequently. Was that the only time you went there or have you
Oh,
subsequently
uke waya
gone there?
ngolunye futhi usuku futhi ngaphandle kwalolo suku lolo oyile ngalo. Uke waphinda yini?
Cha.
No.
Ngaphandle mabekade siyele thina last year mabesishelwe inkambo kodwa siya ngaphakathi.
Mawuthi nishelwe inkambo.
Sasishelwe inkambo nje ku felt fire.
Oh, we had fell fires. So we went there not as a project to
Yeah.
worship, but as individuals.
Okay.
Thank you. And did you attend the meeting with the public protector that was this year, May?
Kulo nyaka ngoMay. Uye wa attenda yini umhlangano labe kunomvikelo umphakathi public protector.
Ngithanda ukuyikulungisa futhi naleyo date. Le date it was not this year.
Yeah,
No. It was this year. Yes, May 19. I hope so.
May 9, I'm not sure, but it was in May this
Yeah,
year.
May this year.
2019.
May this year.
Yes. Did you attended that meeting? Are you
Yes, I
happy with
will
what
look
Mr. Dhlamini told us?
Sorry, what was the last portion of your question?
Are you happy with what Mr. Dhlamini told us regarding that meeting?
Kulo mhlangano waka public protector ingabe uyile and lokhu baba Dhlamini asitshele kona ujabulile ngako right.
Cha, right.
Yes, I am happy.
And did you make a statement with the Hawks?
Uye wayenza statement kuma Hawks?
Yebo ngesibhakile.
Yes, I did.
Do you remember when it was?
Uyakhumbula ukuthi bekukunini?
Kwama Hawks kwakungo 2018 ngibone ngazathi lapho kuphambani ama date. 2018 last year.
The statements, it was, I think there was a mistake around the dates. It was last year. It was in 2018
Yes,
when the
January.
January,
Yes.
when we took, the statements were taken by the Hawks.
Oh, okay, thank you. And there were media reports that the farmers in Friede traveled to Bloemfontein when Mr. Zwane was appointed as an MEC. Did you take part in that trip?
Kube namaphepha, imbiko yamaphepha echaza ukuthi ke abalimi baye bahamba baya laphayana eBloemfontein ngesikhathi ubaba uMsebenzizwane ekhethwa njengo MEC. Ingabe kuyiqiniso lo?
Ngempela kunjalo.
Indeed, it
Sasekhona,
is
sasithatha
correct.
ikhumbi sonke.
Yeah, we traveled in Ekhumbi and we went there indeed.
Why did you go there?
Beniyeleni lapha?
Kahle kahle besinenjabulo yokuthi umuntu wangakithi athole iposition hleze mhlawumbe nezinto zethu kuzoba noshintsho.
We were happy that a person from our area or where we stay, Your Worship, has been nominated as an MEC. Maybe that will bring change, Your Worship, in our area where we stay.
Ms. Buthelezi,
Thank you.
we said we only want to cover what he thinks Mr. Dhlamini did not cover or what he what Mr. Dhlamini said, which does not accord with his recollection.
I understand, Chair. I thought this was not covered by
Let's
Mr.
wrap
Dhlamini.
up. Let's wrap up.
It may be my mistake. Thank you. And do you remember if the trip to Bloemfontein was before or after the dairy project was started?
Uyakhumbula ukuthi uhambo lolu lwenu luye eBloemfontein belinini. Ingabe beli before kuqalwa i-dairy project noma emva kokuthi i-dairy project
Belingaphambili.
It was before.
Thank you. The one last issue that I want you to deal with, the threats that Mr. Dhlamini testified about. Are you aware of any threats that were made, or are there any threats that were made to you?
Ubaba Dhlamini ukhulume ngokwesabiswa kwempilo yakhe. Ingabe wena unalo ulwazi ke laloko ukusabiswa okwenzekwe kuwe?
Yes.
Ngingathi kona ngiyalwazi lonke lolu daba lonke njengoba lunjalo.
I am aware, or I do have knowledge of the threats, all of them. All of
Ngoba
it.
olunye lwalo sathi masibuye kwenqaba ungwenya. Singakafiki nasemakhaya kukhona wasibuzayo ukuthi mangingaphosisi nina nobabili niselistini.
Because what happened is when we left, after we buried Mr. Ngwenya, we were going back to our homes. Before we could even reach our homes, someone said, if I'm not mistaken, the two of you are in the list.
And have you personally reported to any of the law enforcement officials?
Manje ke lokho ke nikreportile yini emaphoyiseni?
Umuntu owakhulumayo ubaba Dhlamini mina ngikaze ngoreport.
Mr. Dhlamini uyo reported. The person who reported that was the threats, it's Mr. Dhlamini, not myself. I've never reported it.
That is all. I have no further questions for the witness.
I take it that you don't have any further matter that you want to bring to my attention other than what Mr. Dhlamini has brought to my attention and what you have said. Is that correct?
Ngiyacabanga ukuthi wena ngicabangela ukuthi wena akukho ufuna ukungitshela kona ngaphandle kwaloko engikutshela ubaba Dhlamini, ngabe kunjalo?
Kise ngabonga lokho ubaba Dhlamini akushilo ngiyaneliseka ngani ngoba ubaba Dhlamini into ayikhuluma yilento ehleze sikhuluma sobabili.
Well, I am grateful to everything that Mr. Dhlamini, Your Worship, has, the Chair, has said before the Commission. We are always together, and it is exactly what happened. We are always
Yes.
together.
Yes, no, that's fine. I was saying what Mr. Dhlamini has said and what you have said. So both of you have made a contribution. It's not like it's Mr. Dhlamini only.
Yeah, akuso ubaba Dhlamini nje kuphela ozilela wanikeza ulwazi ku-Commission. Nawe ngokwakho uzile wakwenza lokho. Yes.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Ncongwane, for coming to give evidence before the Commission. We are grateful for you for having come to give evidence. Thank you very much.
Siyabonga
You are
kakhulu.
excused.
Baba Ncongwane ukuza la uzosinikeza ulwazi ngaphambi kwe-Commission. Sibonga kakhulu, ungakhululeka.
Yabo.
Thank you.
Thank you. We are going to take the lunch adjournment. We will resume at 2:15. We adjourn.